Without Six program. Go to truckersfund.org under the Health and Wellness tab and sign up for Race Without Six.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nikki Gunvalson. You probably know me as the OG POC. Very special guest. Believe me, I'm a lot more than just a Real Housewife. And now I'm tackling a whole new territory with my very own podcast. It's called Moving Up a Quickie. And I'm talking about my life as a Real Housewife in front of the camera and behind the scenes. Subscribe to Moving Up a Quickie so you don't miss a thing. From the Westwood One Podcast Network, where the conversation starts. Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. My mom is stronger than anyone I've ever met. Growing up on my background, strength felt easy. Even after her heart faded out, she became stronger than ever. My family support keeps me strong. Together, we're rising above heart failure.
Heart failure doesn't have to steal your strength. For simple steps you can take to help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to risingupHF.org.
The U.S. Supreme Court established principles of fairness, dignity, and impartiality, but it's really a mess. I'm Leon April, and I want to tell you about a new show I'm working on. It's called Five to Four. 9 justices that go to the Supreme Court are not as smart as people in the country. No. One podcast network, the conversation starts.
Russell Wilson here. It's like 60, United Way in the NFL. It's like at least 60 minutes of information a day. Get involved with the United Way dashboard/360. Listen to the news on the app. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. Share the Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
It's Runner Radio. He is our calling on Gary McNamara, 866-90 Red Eye. When you think about it, and when you break it down as to what social media is today, social media is a way that you can look at it. Social media is a major news group.
Yeah,
A major national news group.
right.
Like the Wall Street Journal, USA Today, but maybe even bigger.
Yeah, even bigger. Almost as if you had cable, but you had nothing but cable.
Right.
I mean, potentially not everybody follows, and streams, but
And so the question is, we see it. We see the fact that the mainstream media, the liberal media, just won't cover certain stories, just won't cover it. Right. Well, now you have to ask the question: is that because they're constantly in contact with the administration and the Democrats? That's now a legit question.
Yeah.
Is it just happening, or is it where you've got a campaign, a Democratic campaign, that can tell the media what to print, and then when they become the administration, continues the same thing as to tell the media what they can print. At that point, if they become a de facto state media.
yeah, and that's it. I mean, and you can talk about it, well, voluntary cooperation or blah blah blah, or they didn't know, they thought it was Russian attacking. No, they didn't.
Well, the public's I can guarantee the public's very uncomfortable with it. The majority of Americans very uncomfortable.
We are capable, especially the leaders, because we don't. We're very capable of making those decisions and seeing what's what.
I wanna get next to you.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Shell Oatzilla with advanced synthetic technology is designed to help keep your rig running with more mileage and less maintenance.
Eric Riley and Gary McNamara for the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. Well, it's that time of year. As it gets colder, we come inside, we close the windows, and wow, mystery smells, they just start to appear. But I have the solution. It's the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. I love mine.
No mystery smells for me. It's the kitty litter.
And so I've got thunderstorms all across across my house right near the kitty litters. And the best part, there's no filters I ever have to change. That's right, the Eden Pure Thunderstorm uses proven Oxy technology. It seeks out and destroys odors, guaranteed. And right now, you can save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm free pack for whole home protection. You get 3 units for under $200. Put them all over your house. Go to EdenPureDeals.com. Put in our discount code REDEYE3 to get 3 units for under $200. EdenPureDeals.com, discount code REDEYE3 and save $200. Shipping is free.
Hey, truckers, it's time for today's Roll Haul.
I'm hauling bobbleheads.
I'm hauling a product I can't name on air.
I'm hauling dinosaurs.
Wait, sorry, I just want to clarify. I can't name the product because it's trademarked, not because it's anything like that.
Okay then, from hauling bobbleheads.
I wanna get next to you.
With savings on specialty coverage for heavy trucks. Get a quote in as little as 5 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
A 2 old lady was lying in bed. One rolled on to the other and said, I want to be an airborne ranger.
Prevention program. Driving Down Diabetes is a free CDC-approved diabetes prevention program. This year-long program begins January 9th, 2023, with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, and sleep, while receiving encouragement and accountability. It's for those at risk for diabetes only, not for those who have already been diagnosed with diabetes. If you are an over-the-road truck driver with a valid Class A CDL and are wondering if you are at risk for diabetes, go to truckersfund.org and click the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab. Driving Down Diabetes is made possible by Southern Recipe. If you have questions, email Julie at truckersfund.org. Don't let diabetes put the brakes on your career. Sign up today. Again, to sign up and get more info, go to truckersfund.org. Truckersfund.org.
If you depend on a truck to make a living, then American Trucker is for you. Every day, Trucker.com is packed with information you need to keep your truck running and the money rolling. From new products to the latest regulations, American Trucker has what you need to know. American Trucker staff knows that you are running a small business, and they work hard to bring you news and information that matters. So don't miss American Trucker's free newsletter. Go to Trucker.com. That's Trucker.com and sign up today. Sponsored by Fleet Owner.
News Radio 1440 WYAM, the home of Sean Hannity, also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The Supreme Court takes up the case of a graphic artist today, Lori Smith, who refused to design a website for same-sex unions.
Colorado is not only telling me what I can't say, they're telling me what I must say.
Chris Godshell Bennett is an attorney for the group Muslim Advocates.
Today it's people who object to serving LGBT people, but the logic isn't limited there. What's to stop somebody from refusing to serve a Muslim couple?
Colorado's Attorney General says Smith is violating the state's public accommodation law. Georgia Senate candidates, Republican Herschel Walker and Democratic incumbent Raphael Warnock, will canvass the state again today in a last-minute bid to get voters to show up for tomorrow's runoff election.
I am not that football player. I'm that warrior that came and said, I am sick and tired and I got common sense.
This election is about who is competent and who has the character to represent the people of Georgia.
Each man, each party hoping to strengthen their voting power in the Democratic-led Senate come January. More than a quarter of active voters in the state cast ballots early. Donald Trump's getting pushback from both parties after calling for parts of the Constitution to be scrapped so he can be restored to the presidency. Ohio's Republican Congressman David Joyce tells ABC,
I will support whoever the Republican nominee is. And I just don't think that at this point he'll be able to get there because I think there's a lot of other quality candidates out there.
Temperatures dipped into the 30s overnight in Raleigh, North Carolina, where officials say a vandal or vandals shot up 2 power substations. WNCN TV's Darren Todd.
This morning, more than 30,000 people are still without power. Now, according to Duke Energy, the damage to the power equipment is extensive and it still could take until Thursday to restore power to everyone. And while Duke Energy workers focus on getting lights back on, law enforcement is focused on finding whoever did this.
Oil prices up this morning after Western sanctions kicked in on Russian crude. Gas Buddies Patrick DeHaan.
It's going to be very difficult for Europe to completely replace Russian oil, which is why
Some countries may still continue to import Russian oil.
George Clooney, U2, and Amy Grant among the stars recognized at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. last night. President Biden paying tribute to Gladys Knight.
Gladys, your voice was spoken to, what breaks our hearts, what tears us apart, what lifts our spirits, what brings us together, what makes us human.
On that midnight train to Georgia.
The show will be broadcast on CBS December 28th.
Well, that's good.
This is CBS News.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Whether you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance yours, Rocket Mortgage can help you get there. For home loan solutions that fit your life, Rocket can.
I wanna get next to you.
Don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results?
I wanna get next to you.
Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too.
Okay, Banner. The only easy day was yesterday. Right on. Time to get up, get motivated, get the move that, move it. And I wanna get next to you. All right now, let me see. I ain't getting no donations. Okay. Well, I'm trying.
People in Waukesha, Wisconsin remembered 1 year to the day after 6 people were killed at the annual Christmas parade. Reporter Bruce Marcus.
People lined the downtown streets to celebrate the holiday season and to remember the victims of last year's rampage. The parade featured first responders and others who witnessed the tragedy.
We were in the parade last year, and of course a lot of our girls are injured, so we're out here to just cheer everybody on.
And remain Waukesha strong, and the way to do Waukesha strong is not back off of what we had.
Security was tight for the parade, which featured no incidents.
At the movies, the Black Panther sequel, #1 for the 4th weekend in a row, ringing up $17.6 million in ticket sales. Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, could have been the biggest draw if Netflix hadn't pulled it from theaters Tuesday. It streams December 23rd. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
I wanna get next to you.
To problems with muscle gain, bone density, and more.
I wanna get next to you.
It's probably time to get treated for your low T. At Montgomery Men's Health,
Low T.
we've seen them put on muscle, improve their sex lives, get better sleep, and just feel better. Plus, if you're like most men, you'll see results in only a few weeks. So make an appointment today and experience how low testosterone therapy can truly change your life. Your initial appointment is only $99 with results in minutes. Call today. 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. That's MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy sweaters that are all perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80+ Untuck It stores or at untuckit.com. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Birmingham area attorneys. Office in Birmingham. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the sometimes performed by other lawyers. Online at CordellCordell.com.
How do you and your staff get things done? It's teamwork. When a team works together, they can do anything. That's why all of us at Janny King, the King of Clean, are excited to team up with you.
At Janny King, our team has been working together for over 35 years, cleaning your places for work, education, medical attention, eateries, stadiums, and worship. Let our team help your team. Go to JannyKingCleans.com and trust your clean to the king. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
Hey folks, this is Jody.
Hey, Cozy from the Rustic Outlet at American Activewear.
Our new warehouse is getting closer to being ready. This means we have inventory that has to go.
We would rather discount it and sell it than move it.
Many items have an additional 25% off already low outlet prices.
Tables, chairs, benches,
Bar stools,
consoles,
bedroom suites,
occasional tables,
TV consoles,
armoires,
jewelry shelves,
additional 25% off.
in stock, ready for immediate pickup or have it delivered.
Good morning, Alabama. How'd you sleep last night? You can buy mattresses anywhere, but at Wolf Boys Bedding, we want to make sure you get a great night's sleep.
We will take the time to show you how a mattress is made, what supports you, and gives you comfort.
Then let you make the decision on what's best for you.
Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered.
Shop the Christmas sale and get up to $400 off on Heritage Sleep's homegrown collection. Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep from Wolf Boys Bedding next to American Oak.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get them a shirt from Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep in looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy sweaters that are all perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80+ Untuck It stores or at untuckit.com. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Birmingham area attorneys. Office in Birmingham. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Online at CordellCordell.com.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Waking up to a few isolated sprinkles this morning, and while the coverage of rain will be best in North Alabama, we'll be watching central and southern portions of the state for a very low-end threat of a passing shower today. Overall coverage of rain is not overwhelming, but we are getting warmer. Upper 60s north of Montgomery, south of the capital city in the 70s. Tonight, either side of 60, mostly cloudy. Tuesday, we still have an isolated to scattered chance of rain with us. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. Is better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. Be advised of what we call a Code 30. That's a disabled vehicle blocking the lane of traffic. It's on South Street. South Street is McDonald. Not South Boulevard, but South Street. That's there next to the interstate. You see something else out there giving you trouble with traffic safely, contact us. No money down in your good credit gets any brand, make, or model at Reinhardt Used Car Super Center. Toyota, Chevys, Fords, they're all at Reinhardt Used Car Super Center. Buckle up, it's the law.
It's the law.
While you're driving around town on those old ball tires, do you like living dangerously? Say no to old ball tires. All your car needs, Chico's Auto Pro, 239-9510.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. A new warning from the CDC, flu cases continue to surge across the country with hospitalizations surging over Thanksgiving week. Now there's new concern going into Christmas. Right now, most United States are reporting widespread or high flu activity. There were more than 19,000 hospitalizations over Thanksgiving. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, Montgomery's downtown businesses have struggled to stay open. But over the last few months, new businesses have arrived. Seafood restaurant Crab Kings is the newest business open in the district. Montgomery City Councilwoman Marcia Johnson says several business owners are eyeing the downtown area. The matchup for the TaxAct Camellia Bowl has been released, and it's a battle between two previous Camellia Bowl participants, Georgia Southern and Buffalo. Muley Bowl is set for December 27th at Crampton Bowl in memory. I'm Jasmine Williams with your morning headlines.
This week only, visit Boot Barn to save on quality holiday gifts for the whole family. We're offering holiday specials this week where you can get $50 off select handmade and handcrafted exotic cowboy boots, $20 off select Western boots for women, plus savings on children's boots. We're also offering additional savings on select jeans, outerwear, t-shirts, and flannels. Visit us this week to save on top quality holiday gifts. Boot Barn, unwrap the West.
Are you looking to enhance the beauty of your home with new shades, blinds, shutters, or custom draperies? If so, Just Blinds wants you to experience the very best we have to offer by visiting our showroom in Prattville, where you'll always receive personal attention from our professional designers at no cost to you. Also, you'll be presented with a full range of window treatment options, and you'll experience firsthand the ease and comfort of motorized smart home options. Just Blinds is located at 1522 South Memorial Drive in Prattville.
Matt Parsley here with Budget Car and Truck Sales at Montgomery and Prattville. We're all feeling the pinch on prices of everything going up, up, and up. Today, the cost of living is the highest I've ever seen. Groceries, housing, utilities, even eggs. $8 a dozen? Wow! So if you want to stretch your dollar, consider
We'll be
budget.
eating them eggs.
So why would you buy new when you can buy budget?
$8 for a dozen eggs? I don't think so. I'll go buy a chicken first.
$8,900. Need to lower your payment $800 to $400, $600 to $300, $500 to $250. Why keep paying through the nose when Budget can help? Just want to sell your car, truck, van, or SUV? At Budget, get paid on spot, zero down, low payments, lower your monthly payment. Sell your car, truck, van, or SUV. Why would you go anywhere else? Happy holidays from your friends at Budget Car and Truck Sale, 61 Mendel Parkway, or 508 Queensbridge Road, Prattville. BuyBudgetOnline.com.
Happy holidays here at the Crestwell. How's the price Dodge Jeep and Ram? I want to invite you to our Big Finish 2022 sales meeting. We're bringing you big savings on all of our new vehicles. We have a special allocation of Challengers and Chargers, and they're priced ready to go. Holiday season special and it's Big Finish 2022. Drive a little, save a lot. HouseAutomotive.com. Big Finish 2022 event ends December 31st.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440. The moment where you take a deep breath and change. Sometimes you need to reset. Refocus on your
Okay,
day.
there we go.
The moment where you
Now we got it right.
and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is
Woo!
Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again. For it's another day that the Lord has made, so be glad in it. Also, it's another day that you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440 on your AM dial, or newsradio1440.com, News Radio 1440 app. However you want to get here, you can get here. So if you don't like me, I guess you got every excuse now not to tune in. But we want you to tune in. We all want to be friends. Good morning to you. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high to change your perspective on this day or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. It is December the 5th. Today's daily bread is called Daily Dependence. Our scripture insight today comes from Matthew 6 through 13. But to get us started, let me leave you with Matthew 6 and 11. And it reads, "Give us today our daily bread." Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is December the 5th, 2022 AD. It is a day that has never been. And like all the days of the past, it is a day that will never, ever come again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past once it leaves. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you ought to do today that you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day, December the 5th, 2022. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, whatever it is, hopefully we'll look back and along the way and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you shall always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must. Rest only if you can. But you never, ever, ever give up. You never quit. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. Well, whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever give up. And even when the clouds are high, the sun is still there. Give the clouds a minute, they'll pass. And you'll see the sun again. I promise. Don't ever give up. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. It is a great day to be alive, to be on top of the ground, and the ground not on top of you. Good morning to you. Daily Dependence. That's our daily bread for today, December the 5th, 2022. We'll be back, hopefully.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Today's reading, titled Daily Dependence, was written by Glenn Pacquiao. One morning, our younger kids decided to get up early and fix breakfast for themselves. Tired from a grueling week, my wife and I were trying to sleep until at least 7 on that Saturday morning. Suddenly, I heard a loud crash. I jumped out of bed and raced downstairs to find a shattered bowl, oatmeal all over the floor, and Jonas, our 5-year-old, desperately trying to sweep, more like smear, the gooey mess off the floor. My children were hungry, but they chose not to ask for help. Instead of reaching out in dependence, they chose independence, and the result was definitely not a culinary delight. In human terms, children are meant to grow from dependence to independence. But in our relationship with God, maturity means moving from independence to dependence on Him. Prayer is where we practice such dependent ways. When Jesus taught His disciples and all of us who have come to believe in Him to pray, "Give us today our daily bread," He was teaching a prayer of dependence. Bread is a metaphor for sustenance, deliverance, and guidance. We're dependent on God for all that and more. There are no self-made believers in Jesus, and we'll never graduate from His grace. Throughout our lives, may we always begin our day by taking the posture of dependence as we pray to our Father in heaven. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is taken from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6, verses 6 through 13. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. This then is how you should pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Would you join me in prayer? Dear Jesus, you are our creator and sustainer. Please help us to trust in you, and let the Lord's Prayer show us how. And it's in your name that we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All right, it's time to get up. Time to get this day started. And the general is going to lead us in PT. Come on now. Here we go.
All the way, gotta be
rough and tough, airborne, every day.
We run
To the sun. Oh, not yet. Down in the mess hall on my knee. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. Time to get up, rise and shine. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. Well, you know darn well that you can't eat that.
You know darn well that you can't eat that. Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be
rough and tough, airborne, all the way. When I was young, always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, easing the breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight. Come on in, Nimrod.
all the way, driving on.
Driving on. Driving on.
All the way, airborne, all the way, driving on. Early one morning in the drizzling rain.
Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light lead with the curing glow.
All the way, airborne, all the way, drive.
Time to rise and shine. Driving on.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way. Gotta be
rough and tough. Airborne. All the way. All right, time for PT. Somebody get the first sergeant major out there. Tell them we know they're retiring soon, but they're not gone yet. Let's do it. Here we go. All the way. Here we go. On the dotted line. All I do is double time. Up the hill. Down the hill. Down the hill. Up the hill. Airborne. Arua. 130 rolling down the strip. Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip. Up, hook up, shuffle to the door. And jump right on and count to 4. Oh yeah. If my main don't open wide, I got a reserve by my side. Woo! If that one should fail me too, look out below, we're coming through. Hey, every way. Hey, every day. On the old drop zone. Box me up and send me home. Woo. Tell my girl oh. Yeah, that one. And bury me, I did my best. All right, let's go. Come on. Hey, every day. Hey, every day. Woo! I think I'm gonna have to knock on an extra 10 this morning because forgot my line there. But that's okay. The first sergeant went here anyway. They sitting there somewhere drinking coffee. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. It is a great day to be alive. And now let us pay homage to all our armed forces of these United States: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. And don't forget Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. We like to call those our local top guns. Yes, because they got big guns in them planes. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine if you can. And if you can't, somebody once said if you can look up, you ought to be able to get up. But if that's not your case, well, keep listening. We'll figure it out. And good morning to the Montgomery Police Department, the Montgomery Fire Department, the Montgomery Sheriff Department, ALEA, Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, along with Alabama National Guard and the Air Force Guard. Anyway, good morning to you. And a special thanks to all the people who go in when everybody else is running out. What comes to mind is the Montgomery Fire Department, who always there to try to help you out. They go in, and the police, when everybody else trying to come the other way, those guys put life and limb in jeopardy each and every day. Kind of like paratroopers. Hooah. Okay, I'm not saying that we like firefighters, but we don't know what's going to happen when we send in there, door that aircraft and jump out. We don't know. We hope everything works out, though. Trust me, we do. Anyway, good morning to you. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Because it's a day above the ground, and the ground's not above me. I think that needs to be celebrated each and every day. What say you? Okay, now if you want to text me, you can do that, 241-9998, but you got to use 334, just in case I don't get to you on the phone, or you want to give me some great information, I'll take it. Let's make sure it's true, that's all I'm saying. And last but certainly not least, oh yeah, before I go on my vacation this year, you're going to hear that story one more time, the rest of it, okay? Anyway, United States Marine Corps, whose motto is Semper Fidelis, but the Marines couldn't pronounce all that. So they just cut it short and said Semper Fi. Well, whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always. Not sometimes, but always faithful. Hoorah, Marines, hoorah. Okay, inside my heart, I'm an honorary Marine, okay, some kind of way. Oh, you're not going to hear that story anymore after this. Well, I'm done. I'm through with it. I'm going. All righty then. Now, it's Monday morning, right? And you know what that means, right? That means that we have an audio presentation for you this morning. Hopefully, that'll give you the proper perspective on this day. And then, of course, we got lessons of life and the word of the day. So we got a couple things going on here. Oh, and plus, this weekend, I had an opportunity to go to the it's called the Cod Place. Anyway, interesting. Where Mr. Calvin Dunning and his wife, they put on a very nice, absolutely wonderful senior citizens thing. It's over there on Highland Avenue. Yeah, so while you guys sitting there sleeping late, I'm out there trying to see what's going on in the community. That's right. That's my job. I'm out there checking it out. But I'll have a peek with those guys, talk a little bit about what they do. And they've been doing it for 12 years. I didn't know that. But and thanks to all the people that had the opportunity to meet over there. And you know what? What the most fun thing was about being over there? None of them knew the hell who I was. 30 years on the radio. None of them knew me. No, absolutely nobody. Okay. So you know what that does to you? Let me tell you what that does to you. That brings that word humility into play. Absolutely. I said, how you doing? They said, who you work here? Well, no, not really. Okay, so what? That's okay. Let you know. So what you think of yourself and whatever people think of you, sometimes they ain't in the same room. Anyway, good morning to you. But I do want to take and they're from Miss Odessa's Blessing. If anybody's ever eaten over there, they're not open every day now. It's a catering place for the most part, but they cook some great food over there. So just one thing, but they give something back to this. They've been doing this for 12 years. Tell you a little bit more about that when we get down to all the other stuff I got to do this morning. But we're gonna listen to them for a little bit. Did a short interview with those guys, and it really was nice seeing a bunch of old folks get together. Now, what was strange about it? Now, here's what was strange about it is that all these guys had a little age on them. Then I got to thinking, wait a minute, I need to be sitting in that chair getting something free. I'm old too. Okay, but I'm representing the old folks in Montgomery and across America in Montgomery. I let you know that you don't have to quit. You can always keep doing something. You don't ever have to give up. Just because you get old don't mean you got to get cold. Not that quick, it's coming. So anyway, that's enough of that. We'll talk a little bit about that next hour and stuff like that. So you guys hang loose. Hang loose. We shall return uno momento with our audio presentation of this day and anything else you want to talk about when I get back here. Okay. So hang loose. We shall return uno momento.
There's far too many of you now. You know
your WSFA First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster.com. Hi, I'm Kyle. My company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blinds, shades, and shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Waking up to a few isolated sprinkles this morning, and while the coverage you bring will be best in North Alabama,
hey, what's going on?
We're very low-end threat of a passing shower today. Overall coverage of rain is not overwhelming, but we are getting warmer. Upper 60s north of Montgomery, south of the capital city in the 70s. Tonight, either side of 60, mostly cloudy. Tuesday, we still have an isolated and scattered chance of rain with us. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send you on an alternate route. Be advised of what we call a Code 30. That's a disabled vehicle blocking the lane of traffic. It's on South Street at McDonough. Not South Boulevard, but South Street. That's there next to the interstate. You see something else out there giving you trouble with traffic safely, contact us. No money down in your good credit gets any brand, make, or model at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter. Toyotas, Chevys, Fords, they're all at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is Major Delay.
Why are you driving around town on those old ball tires? Do you like living dangerously? Say no to old, bald, and dangerous. All your tire needs, Chico's Auto Pros, 239-9510.
Gamers have always dreamed about esports being in the Olympics, and now that dream is a reality. After years of planning, the International Olympic Committee has announced the first ever Olympic Esports Week, slated for June 2023. Singapore will be the host of the event, and this builds on the Olympic Virtual Series that took place last year. The 4-day festival will result in a live in-person finals. What game should make the cut?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Dell Technologies' Days of Deals for Business start now with fresh, limited quantity deals on tech to drive productivity. Save on select performance laptops and desktops powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, plus free shipping on everything, and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navive. Navive uses powered suction pulsating into the nostril around the back of the nose and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written
Hey, what's going on?
averaging 4.7 stars, saying best product I've ever used and amazing. I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Ben here with Just Blinds in Prattville. On behalf of the Myers family and our entire team here at Just Blinds, we want to sincerely thank you for selecting Just Blinds as the best, your #1 choice for blinds, shutters, and drapes in Central Alabama. Just Blinds has been delivering on our family's commitment to provide quality window treatments at affordable prices and to deliver the absolute best in customer service before, during, and after the sale for over 35 years. Please visit us online at gojustblinds.com.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get them a shirt from Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep in looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy sweaters that are all perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80+ Untuck It stores or at untuckit.com. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Birmingham area attorneys. Office in Birmingham. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Online at cordellcordell.com.
Men, are you having performance issues in the bedroom? Is erectile dysfunction affecting your confidence and self-esteem? Is your relationship being impacted? If ED is a problem in your life, maybe it's time to make the last time you had bad sex the last time you'll have bad sex. At Montgomery Men's Health, we successfully treated many men in the area for ED and given them back their confidence, their positivity, and in many cases, helped their relationships. Our expertise is second to none, and our practice is staffed by quality medical professionals. Beyond this, the treatments we use have proven success rates as high as 90%. And unlike online pharmacies that just sell pills or wave clinics that only offer one treatment option, we have a variety of treatment protocols, including acoustic wave therapy. We found that sometimes a combination of therapies works best, and a one-size-fits-all approach can't get you there. So make the call. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 334-440-3663 or go to montgomerymenshealth.com.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Good morning. Hey, today's presentation is it's from a young lady who was in the Army and became Miss America. Now, of course, Army don't normally do Miss America pageants and stuff like that. But, well, here's a story, and I think you'll enjoy it. So we shall return. Uno, mo. Okay, that there we go, right there. So, and then we'll be back with Lessons of Life and the Word of the Day. Wait a minute. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, come on, Chris. I love you, brother, but not today. All right, here we go. Her name is Deshawn Barber.
The reality of life is that we will all hear more no's than we hear yeses. In the summer of 2009, I was 19 years old, working a summer position at Target between my freshman and sophomore year at undergraduate school. I was working in the women's clothing department, and I noticed a lady staring at me from across the aisle. I figured she probably had a few screws loose, so I attempted to ignore her very intense stares. She eventually manages to make her way a little bit closer and closer to me where I was working until she eventually walks up to me and says hello. I say the famous Target quote, which is, "Hi, may I help you find something?" She then asked me, "Were you born in this country?" And I was immediately offended. And I said, "Yeah, I was born in this country." And then she says, "Do you have any kids?" I said, "No, I don't have any kids." She then asked me if I was married. And then I said, "No, ma'am, I am not married." She says, "How old are you?" I said, 19. "May I help you find something?" She then says, "You are the most beautiful girl I have seen." And I said, "Oh, thank you." I didn't work that much for my makeup, but I did the best I could, but thank you. And then she says, "I think you could be the next Miss USA." And I stare at her in pure disgust and said, "Pageants? You're telling me pageants, like Sandra Bullock, Miss Congeniality. Pageants? You think I should compete in pageants? I'm in the Army, okay? We don't do pageants in the Army." She then asked me to meet her at Starbucks the very next day before my next shift at Target. And she just wanted to do a little bit of explaining when it comes to what pageants is. And apparently I was a pretty open-minded 19-year-old because I actually agreed to meet her the very next day. The next day she brought this foot-tall stack of pageant books and proceeds to convince me to enter into a state pageant 3 months later. For those who do not know, when it comes to Miss USA, you have to win your state first, okay? So 3 months later, I compete in my first pageant, and I lose. I go back the second year, compete in the state pageant, I lose. Go back the third year, compete in the state pageant, and lose. Go back the fourth year, compete in the same pageant, and lose. I go back the fifth year, y'all, compete in the state pageant and lose. But guess what? I go back the sixth year, and guess what happens? I lose. I called her on the phone and said, "You told me I could be the next Miss USA." And she says, "Deshauna, keep working, don't quit, keep going back." And in June of 2015, she passes away from leukemia. 6 months later, in December 2015, I win Miss District of Columbia, USA. And 6 months after that, in June of 2016, I become the first soldier to win Miss USA. Giving up is the birth of regret. Giving up is something I did a lot of growing up, and I don't think I really challenged myself to stick anything through until I joined the track team in middle school. I remember having to ask my mom after tryouts and making it to the team for my very first pair of track shoes. Now, at the time, she walks into our house and she has a bag that has a nice Nike check sign on it. So I get excited because I wasn't getting these shoes very often. I go to take the shoe box out the bag and I notice that it says a size 9 on it. Mind you, in the 7th grade, I was a size 5. I open the box and I slide my feet into the shoe and I look at my mother and I said, "These shoes are too big." She says, "I know I did that on purpose." I was like, "Why would you buy shoes that are too big on purpose, Mom?" And she says, "Because I know that you're going to grow into them." Coach has us line up on the starting line and he wants us to run a lap around the track. As we go to take off, I immediately fall to the ground, twist my ankle because the shoes are entirely too big. See, I couldn't run at the speed that I wanted to because I didn't fit the shoes I was wearing at the time. Now, many of us have goals we're trying to achieve, but the person we are right now is not the person that we need to be when we cross the finish line to our dreams. So we must walk and pace ourselves on this journey to our goals because we haven't grown enough in ourselves to fit the shoes that we need to achieve our aspirations. At times, our purpose drops in our laps as if the heavens threw it by accident. I ask only one thing of you all today after you leave this building. Do not fear failure, but please be terrified of regret. As giving up is the birth of regret. At after you walk out this door, you will receive 100 doors shut, slam in your face. You will have 100 moments that will be filled with someone telling you no, or telling you, thank you for your application, but we regret to inform you that we've chosen a different candidate for this job. You will sit in 100 different interviews and you will not get the job. The reality of life is that we will all hear more no's than we hear yeses. And we will fail a lot, and I mean a whole lot. But what I ask of you today is to not take no for an answer. Don't be afraid of no's. Be afraid of the possibility of a yes that you have prematurely destroyed because you decided to quit before the clock strikes 12. You can ask anyone, friend, family, anybody. I love a good no. Please tell me no. Telling me no is like adding fuel to a fire that is now set ablaze because of your single no. I love additional reasons to work harder. Please give me a reason. So today I challenge you to fight, to work, to not stop here, to believe so heavily in your aspirations that you too will not fear the word no, but instead you will choose to welcome it. Thank you.
All right then. Now, I hope y'all got something out of that. That was a regret. Let's see, regret. Wait a minute. How does that go? Oh, how does he say? Oh, I got to hear that one more time so I get it right because I don't want to screw it up. Now, what did she say? Regret. Wait a minute. Hold. Wait a minute. That's not. Hold on. I got to hear this one more time. Regret. How did she say that? Let me get that right. No, I got to hear this because I got to write this. I got to write this down. Okay, I heard that part. I got that part. That's not the part I need. I need that. Okay, I got you. All right, how. Okay. Now, what did she say? Come on, let's get to it. Yeah, I won't. I got you. Okay. Okay, I got it. What's the thing you're saying? Okay. That's right. Please tell me now. Okay. Okay. Well, I got you. Just get to the part. Okay. What did she say? Okay. Okay. Never mind. Okay. I got to figure out what she said all on my own. Something is the. Okay. I'll figure it out. During the next hour. I'll figure out what she said because it is so profound. What she says in that little sentence right there. But I'll figure that out later on. Okay. See, I listened to this thing about 4 times yesterday. So I thought I had it all in my brain, but sometimes the brain ain't what it used to be. Anyway, good morning to all of you guys out there. I hope this day finds you. I sure hope somebody's up this time of morning because I keep wanting to go down on that corner down there and tell the guy, listen, 7 o'clock is good for me. 6 o'clock, I don't know about 6 o'clock. But if one person listens, it's worth it. Okay. Oh, secondly, I went the other day and saw 50/50. Tickles and ginger ale. He's okay. He's getting older, but he's still kicking and smoking. Not smoking, but I mean smoking when it comes to living. He's still okay. All right. The word of the day, and he's over in the what's that called? Capitol Hill Health Center or something like that. Anyway, it's right. It's 500 High Street, 500 something High Street. I think it's 5055 something right there on Hull Street, Hull. You can go by and see him. He needs some ginger ale. Okay. So anyway, it is 6:51 in the morning. So if you got to be there by 7 o'clock, you got about 9 minutes by which to arrive. The word of the day is okay. Now a lot of us understand this word right here because we just got plenty of it. We got plenty of this during the last election, which ended November the 4th or something like that. Anyway, it's called sandbag. Now, sandbag usually means to hit or stun as if to sandbag, to criticize or treat unfairly, or to hide one's true abilities or purpose in order to deceive people and gain an advantage. Now, there's another word for sandbag. We call it Bravo Sierra. Yeah, you figure that out a little bit. So you can exchange the word Bravo Sierra, and it usually means to hit or stun as if it were to Bravo Sierra, to criticize or treat unfairly, or to hide one's true abilities or purposes in order to deceive people, gain an advantage, and with Bravo Sierra. Okay, that's pretty much all. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay, so that's the word of the day. Now, the lessons of life today, and this is very important during this time of year. It is very, very important this time of year. And yes, Saturday I was reminded of it that there's always somebody out there now. There's always somebody out there that could use a uplift in their spirits, and uplift, let them know they're not all alone. So I don't think the done for helped me figure that out this weekend. I knew it, but sometimes we forget it in our day-to-day life. But this right here is for somebody out there who thinks that nobody cares and that you're not important. You know, you're not, okay, wrong answer. Okay, wrong answer. Everybody's important to somebody. You may think that you are only somebody in this world. But listen to this. To someone else out there, you are their world. Never undervalue your worth, because there's someone out here that doesn't. I'll say it one more time. You may think that you're only somebody in this world, but I tell you, there is someone out here that thinks the world of you. Never undervalue your worth because they don't. Okay, I'm just saying, you might want to think, so when the times get rough, the world gets tough, you know, somebody is depending on you. Okay, and it's not always easy, because if it were easy, then everybody could do it, and some people just can't do it. So don't ever undervalue who you are or what you are, okay? Especially during this time of year, okay? And folks out there, if you know somebody an older person, something like that, please, if you know them, go call them and see how they're doing. You know, just do a random act of kindness. Just help anybody out. And you don't even have to know them. You know, there was a lady whose grass was so high here in Montgomery one time that people just went by talking about how bad the grass was, how high the grass was. Nobody ever had the care and concern to knock on the door and find out why her grass was so high. Her grass was so high because she was dealing with cancer. So you know what? We might want to stop by and knock on the door every once in a while of somebody and see how they do. 860-1440 is our number, but don't call me right now. It is December the 5th. On this day in it is the 339th day of the year. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, there are only 26 days left in this year. It was on this day in 1933 that national prohibition came to an end as Utah became the 36th state to ratify the 21st Amendment to the Constitution, repealing the 18th Amendment. In 1791, composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart died in Vienna, Austria, at the age of 35. Wow. 1792, George Washington was reelected. Okay. John Adams was reelected as vice president. In 1848, President James K. Polk triggered a gold rush of 49 by confirming that gold had been discovered in California, IA. 1932, German physicist Albert Einstein was granted a visa, making it possible for him to travel to the United States. The Great Smog of London descended upon Britain in 1952 on this day. The British capital, the usually thick fog which contained toxic pollutants, lasted 5 days and was blamed for causing thousands of deaths. In 1955, the American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organizations merged to form AFL-CIO under the first president, George Meany. The year was 1984. The action comedy Beverly Hills Cop starring Eddie Murphy was released by Paramount Pictures. In 2002, Strom Thurmond, the oldest and until Robert Byrd overtook him, longest-serving senator in history, celebrated his 100th birthday on Capitol Hill. In toasting the South Carolina lawmaker, Senate Republican leader Trent Lott seemed to express nostalgia of Thurmond's segregationist past, and resulting political firestorm prompted Lott to resign his leadership position. Yeah, that's them. Even the Republicans were messed up on that day. Anyway, one more thing. In 2003, two makers of flu shots in the United States, Sharon and somebody called Aventis Pasteur, announced they had run out of vaccine and would not be able to meet the surge of demand. In 2009, a jury in Perugia, Italy, convicted American student Amanda Fox and her former Italian boyfriend, Raphael Sassanito, are close to it, of murdering Knox's British roommate. Okay. They were acquitted, though, in 2015 by Italy's highest court. And those aren't so. 2013, Nelson Mandela, the anti-apartheid leader who became South Africa's first black president, died at the age of 95. And those are just some of the things that have happened on this day in history. Now, we'll be back, okay, in a little bit here with some other things going on. So don't you guys get lost out there. We shall return. It is a great day to be on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. We're thankful for that. We'll be back.
WSFA 12 News, here's what's happening this Monday. A new warning from the CDC, flu cases continue to surge across the country, with hospitalizations surging over Thanksgiving week. And now there's new concern going into Christmas. Right now, 45 states are reporting widespread or high flu activity. There were more than 19,000 hospitalizations over Thanksgiving week. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, Montgomery's downtown businesses have struggled to stay open. But over the last few months, new businesses have arrived. Seafood restaurant Crab Kings is the newest business to open in the district. Montgomery City Councilwoman Marcia Johnson says several business owners are eyeing the downtown area. The matchup for the Tax Act Camellia Bowl has been released, and it's a battle between two previous Camellia Bowl participants, Georgia Southern and Buffalo. Camellia Bowl is set for December 27th at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. I'm Jasmine Williams with your morning headlines.
WLWI-AM is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The Supreme Court hears arguments this morning in a case that pits free speech against gay rights. Correspondent Jan Crawford is in Washington.
Colorado website designer Lori Smith says she'll help any client with their work or their branding, but she won't design a website that would contradict her Christian religious beliefs. And that includes creating websites for same-sex weddings. But that refusal would violate Colorado's anti-discrimination law.
Just a day to go until Georgia's Senate runoff, and the candidates are racing all the way to the finish line. Correspondent Nicole Killian begins with the Warnock campaign in Atlanta.
The Baptist minister got some backup from the choir in a virtual phone bank with Stevie Wonder.
Georgia needs Herschel Walker.
Instead of star power, it was Senate power, with South Carolina's Tim Scott and Louisiana's John Kennedy stumping for Republican challenger Herschel Walker.
Raphael Warnock has spent over $100 million against me already, and we're in a tie.
Donald Trump's caused a new stir, posting to Truth Social, calling for parts of the Constitution to be suspended so he can be restored to the presidency. Congressman-elect Mike Lawler, Republican from New York, tells CNN,
I don't support that. The Constitution is set for a reason, to protect the rights of every American.
Iranian officials claim they're scrapping the country's morality police unit after worldwide protest over the death of a young woman in custody for wearing her head covering too loosely. Abbas Milani is director of Iran studies at Stanford University.
My hope is that they have made the concession
My hope is that they will give up this egregious behavior, but past behavior doesn't lead to much optimism for me.
Police in North Carolina are searching for a suspect or suspects who shot up 2 substations, knocking out power to thousands of homes in Moore County. State Senator Tom McInnes.
This was a terrible act, and it appears to be an intentional, willful, and malicious act.
Duke Energy says it could take days to restore power. Baseball's crime dog is headed to Cooperstown.
Fred McGrath. That's a line drive to deep right field, and that one is going to sail way out of here.
The big league slugger has been voted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He tells the MLB Network.
I've been totally blessed all over the years. It's just icing on the cake, and for it to be unanimous, it's a beautiful thing.
Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Kurt Schilling, tonight again. S&P futures down 19. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
A kid's TV favorite has died.
Hey, guys, feel like singing a song?
Bob McGrath joined the cast of Sesame Street back when it first premiered in 1969. He spent nearly 5 decades on the show.
Sing a song.
Over the weekend, McGrath's family shared he died peacefully at his home. On Twitter, Sesame Workshop also paid tribute to the beloved star, saying his performances brought joy and wonder to generations of children around the world. McGrath was 90 years old.
La la la, everybody. La 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 la.
Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Conspicuously present at last night's Kennedy Center honors in Washington, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul. It was his first public appearance since he was assaulted during a break-in at the couple's home in San Francisco. He wore a hat and one glove to cover evidence of injuries to his skull and hand. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuckit. Untuckit shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy sweaters that are all perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80+ Untuckit stores or at untuckit.com. Untuckit, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Birmingham area attorneys. Office in Birmingham. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Online at CordellCordell.com.
The older your furnace gets, the likelier it is for carbon monoxide to leak into your home. It is of the utmost importance to have your furnace checked annually if it's over 10 years old. Bill Bradley Services technicians are equipped with top-of-the-line CO detectors that will guarantee no carbon monoxide is seeping into your home. They will also check each aspect of your furnace to ensure it's operating at max efficiency, which will save you money down the road. Only $74.95 for guaranteed peace of mind. Number 8449.
Matt Parsley here with Budget Car and Truck Sales of Montgomery and Prattville. We're all feeling the pinch on prices of everything going up, up, and up. Today, the cost of living is the highest I've ever seen. Groceries, housing, utilities, even eggs. $8 a dozen? Wow! So if you want to stretch your dollar, consider budget. So why would you buy new when you can buy budget?
Stretch your dollar with zero down and low payments. Prices starting from $8,900. Need to lower your payment? $800 to $400, $600 to $300, $500 to $250. Why keep paying through the nose when Budget can help? Just want to sell your car, truck, van, or SUV? At Budget, get paid on the spot. Zero down, low payments. Lower your monthly payments. Sell your car, truck, van, or SUV. Why would you go anywhere else? Happy holidays from your friends at Budget Car and Truck Sale, 61 Mendel Parkway or 508 Queen Smith Road, Prattville. MyBudgetOnline.com.
The year may be coming to an end, but the to-do list on your property, it never stops. Come see us at SunSouth. We'll help you find the right John Deere equipment to meet your needs. And now's a great time to drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth during our year-end sales event, where you can take advantage of low financing offers and huge savings on quality John Deere.
Bye, implement and look at the budget
more and save more during the year-end sales event at SunSouth. Equipment for those that do.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep him looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with their super soft flannels, wrinkle-free shirts, performance shirts with stretch, and cozy
Morning, everybody.
All perfect for right now. They even have a line for her. Find the perfect gift for every guy on your list at one of 80+ Untuck It stores or at untuckit.com. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect
I got a little bit of hands.
becomes a reality, you need a partner.
Hope it ain't true what they
count on.
say.
If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Goodbye, you.
To schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Birmingham area attorneys. Office in Birmingham. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres
Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, I heard somebody, one of our sponsors said, or one of our sponsors, somebody on our station said that eggs are going to $8 for 12. Okay, I only have one thing to say about if somebody's selling eggs for $8 a dozen, I'm going to get the chicken. Okay, I'm gonna get a chicken, put it in the backyard, and let it do my own eggs. Okay, I will not pay. Eggs are not that good. Okay, I mean they're just really not that good. I mean they're okay. Boiled eggs are good, but they all do is make eat a couple boiled eggs and everybody know you're in the building. I'm just saying, eggs they may have some great potential absurd, but $8, $8 a gallon. I mean $8 for not a gallon, for a couple of eggs. Yeah, that's not gonna get it. That's not gonna get it. I'm not gonna pay $8 for a dozen eggs. I mean, I go out and grow some chickens in the backyard, tick off all my neighbors, because there will be some chickens in the backyard, growing, clucking all night long. Because I'm not doing that. We're not doing it. Okay. Anyway, 860-1440. Let me see here now. Oh, you know what? I bet I got a guest. I think I got a guest coming up for a couple minutes. Let me check this out right quick. All right, then, into who this is. So I felt like I don't know who it is already. Okay. Good morning. Who's this? Yes.
I'm not Mr. Ed.
Good. Fine.
We're going to see 55th and doing what you did for him.
Oh yeah, he was doing okay.
Okay.
Hey, who's this? Somebody call me.
What'd you say, Gavin?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead. Okay. Are you Are you downstairs?
I was getting a feedback from you.
Hold on a second. Okay, then. Well, I don't know where my feedback's coming from, but let me turn that down a little bit right there. Okay, I'll be out there in a second. Yeah, I'm here now. Go ahead. I was trying to answer the phone and do that all at the same time. What's up? Yeah.
About 4 or 5 people that died close to me. But I didn't call you about, you're right. I heard that commercial for $8 an egg. But I want to say this to you. Two things. Yes, $8 an egg. But you talking about 7 o'clock. People talk you out of letting us call and talk. People be up. If you allow people to talk.
Let me finish this
And
right
I mean,
quick, and I'll get back
anybody
with
can
you.
call that want to call. They don't need them getting pissed off at us because sometimes we get in and say there's a lot of stuff to talk about. But you say, I don't tell y'all what to talk about. Yes, you do. But I don't limit people that to talk about. I have an issue that I talk about. You can let people call and talk about the critical system. You can let them talk about what's going on in Washington, D.C. You can let them talk about what's going on here.
The producer and the
at the critical system in Montgomery. You have 3 hours. But you just got some people don't want to talk about nothing and they don't want us to talk about anything. Then another thing. Or you go on to the first
Uh-oh, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, hey, accidentally cut you off there, young man, but call me back a little bit because I kind of messed that one up there. All right then. All right, let me go and take a break. I got a guest up here for a few minutes, so we're going to talk to her in a second. I didn't hang up on you on purpose. Don't get me wrong. I didn't do that. I really didn't. It was kind of like an accident. My hand's kind of big. Well, not really. But anyway, we'll be back right after this.
Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast.
Now, you're from
a company called Nurse Corps.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I like nurses. Are you a nurse?
I am not.
Okay. So how does somebody not a nurse get nurses?
Well, because I work in administration, so I do the business side of medical stuff.
Okay. There's got to be a business side to it too.
Yeah, there's got to be.
Okay. But how do you know if you're not getting BS?
Well, you find that out through everybody eventually.
Well, now that's true. That's true. Okay. So you go out and look for nurses who want to do the go by the house thing and stuff like that.
Well, so we work with facilities.
Ooh, okay.
We do per diem staffing, which basically means that wherever facilities need help filling a shift here and there, that's what we do.
Okay. Well, I think this is probably one of the better platforms to, because most people who listen to talk radio are the better educated people, the people who are trying to do something, and information is a part of what they try to do, all to get that information. So that's good. All right, it's a good fit. I mean, if you were selling well, even dogs, because old people they like they like dogs too, right? I do. Believe,
I like dogs too, so
but I do believe Southern folks got this thing about dogs that to me is just absolutely ununderstandable.
I'm probably one of those.
I mean,
people.
they're not human. I understand that they're a company, I love them, but I'd eat them too if I got hungry.
I don't think I can imagine eating my dogs.
Well, some people like chicken, so we eat chicken.
We do?
Yeah, I mean, we don't give a crap about them either. Well, a dog in some country like China, just like chicken. I ate some dogs before when I was overseas. I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah.
Before I chewed them up, but it tastes pretty good. Maybe a little barbecue sauce, it tastes good. Woo! But you better not eat my.
You're right.
Okay, I'm just saying. Anyway, so I taken a little break here to get you. I don't want you to
Throw me right in there.
Right, with those guys. As you can see, we have an enthusiastic crowd.
Yep, you do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Have you ever listened before?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Inspired me to quit smoking.
But after this, you know, always.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
you make a good politician.
Instead of smoking. Getting support from
Where you from?
online kept me on track.
I kind of from around here. My dad was in the Marines, so I moved all around everywhere, but ended up here.
After I ate, I'd
I tried to be a Marine.
I missed having a cigarette in my hand, so I'd
But
hold
they
a
screwed
pen
me.
or a straw, anything.
I wanted to be an airborne
Into
Marine.
temptation, I spent
And
more
they told me I
time
was
with my
too short.
friends who didn't smoke.
I went to places that were smoke-free.
What you know?
I didn't stay quit the very first time.
But I wanted. I tell you, they ain't a uniform in our services that look better than the Marine Corps.
I'm not gonna argue.
You know, I wanted that white hat. I wanted the white gloves. But I wanted to be a set of jump wings. And they would now this is back in 1970 something, and they had a height requirement then.
My name is Tom Thornton.
Yeah, but I was willing to sacrifice anything, even my life, if I had to. But I wasn't gonna sacrifice getting a set of them jump wings.
United Way is how we contribute.
So I had
Because
to
we
join
know
the
time
army and get a set of
and
it.
money are going to the right
It's
place.
just too short. You know? I've been pissed off for 45 years. Seriously,
We volunteer at our community free health clinic.
But
I'm sure they had their reasons. at
They
the
may have
time.
done me a favor though, because a few years after I joined, over in Beirut, we lost 250 Marines in that attack on the Marine Corps base over there. And I could have been involved in it, so they may have did me a favor.
Reason for everything.
There's a reason. But on those
So
headphones,
tell me, is your name Kelvin?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Mhm.
Okay. Sonia was telling me Kelvin, so I wanted to
That's
make
what
sure.
Southern folks call me all the time.
Oh, okay.
Kelvin. If you get close to, I know who you're talking to.
You get your podcasts from the Westwood One Podcast Network, where the conversation starts. Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Now, I don't expect you to know anything about Gladys Knight. Okay, so we're not even going to go there. I'm just not going to put you on the spot because you're kind of young still, so you don't know about Gladys. Although she did get a American Freedom Award last night, or whatever they call that thing that they give away at the White House for publicity stunts. Anyway, good morning to you, everybody. Hope that they find you well. I do have a guest for a few minutes here. And tell the folks who you are, my dear.
I'm Audrey Price. I am here because I'm the branch manager for Nurse Corps of Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
And we are just looking to get our name out and let people know that we're here and here to help.
Okay, your dad's a Marine.
My dad is a Marine.
I know. Tell him I said hi. Tell him I wanted to be one at one point, but didn't work out.
I will do that.
Okay, now tell us a little bit about. You're from this area, but you traveled around the world. But you're from this area. What does Nurse Corps do?
So what we do is we do per diem staffing. We do for any type of medical professionals, but right now with us just having opened our office, I'm focusing on CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. And basically what we do is partner with facilities, and wherever they need help here and there, fill in a shift so they don't burn out their staff, or someone goes on vacation or maternity leave or something, we can put our person in there and help fill those shifts and make sure that the patients and residents are still getting the care they need.
So if I'm looking for a job as an individual, I wouldn't come to you guys.
You would, yes.
I would.
If you were a CNA, LPN, or RN, you would come to us. You get on board as our employee, and we just assign you to different facilities.
Okay, but that's also a way to. So you work at your own leisure. I mean, you work at your own. If you're available, you're available. If you're not available, you're not available. You know, I have to tell you, there are many jobs in this country that go underappreciated. But I have to tell you, I think the CNA thing and the nurse thing is probably one of the most underappreciated professions in this nation, and we need to do a better job of taking care of those folks.
That's right.
Because if we live, we all gonna get old, and we may get sick in the meantime. So I'm just saying we need to really pay much attention. We really need to. I think that, which is you've got nothing to do with this, but I think the pay sometime what we pay these people is just, I mean, we talking about people who who take care of your loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. And, you know, we dealt with COVID happening and everything, and the demand obviously went up. And depending on your opinion, sometimes that is going down as far as the demand. But at Nurse Corps, we are working to find that balance to pay people what they deserve to be paid.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate. I mean, the fact that you even think like that, that is good. Because I just know that is a tough job. It's a job that I am glad people do it. Don't know if I could do it, but I'm glad. And when people get older, their whole mannerisms change. Sometimes for the good, sometimes not so good. But you have to have people that work in this profession that understand that. And that's why it's important to get somebody that's been experienced, that's treated right on both sides, by the family and by the people who they work for. So how do people reach out and with you guys and get on board with you?
So we have job postings on Indeed that they can apply
Okay.
directly through. They can give us a call and we can put them in our system, or they can come by our office. We actually, this Thursday at 11, are having our ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce.
Mhm.
So that'd be a great time for people to come by and see where we're located and, get to know us and put in an application if they want to. We are right over by Baptist East ER. We're in a cream brick building right across from them, and you'll see the Nurse Corps signs out there.
Baptist East, that's out there on Taylor?
Yes, right off
Okay.
Taylor Road.
Okay. So I don't guess you don't want anybody to call you because.
Oh, no, they definitely can call me. Our number is 334-729-6710. You'll speak with either myself, Audrey, or my staffing manager, Jessica, and we can get you on board quickly.
Okay, so that's 729-6710.
Yes.
Okay, but is there an age limit to the people you want to take? They just must be able to do the job.
They have to be certified or licensed, whether, what profession you're in. No age limit, but you do have to at least have 1 year of experience.
Okay. So you're looking for nurses as well as CNAs?
Yes.
Okay.
CNAs, LPNs, and RNs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So what if you want to be one of those things? Can they come to y'all to get training?
No, we don't do that.
Oh, okay.
But we can point them in the right direction to a school or a class that'll help them do that.
Okay, because I know Troy is one of our esteemed colleges around here that produces some outstanding people. So the name of the company is called Nurse Corps, and you look at Baptist East.
Right across from Baptist East. Our address actually is 6944 Winton Blunt Boulevard.
Oh, okay, 6944 Winton Blunt. What else do you want to tell us about it?
Well, just want to tell y'all that, our goal here really is to just serve our community. We've got offices in a bunch of different locations in different states, but we are the first here in Alabama. And myself and my staffing manager, Jessica, are really passionate about bringing it back to our community. With COVID, there was a lot of travel things going on, but doing it this way has our local people serving our residents, and then in turn bringing that back to our community rather than, going back home to a different state or something. But we really just want to make sure that our patients here are cared for, and so we are providing those quality people to do that.
So what if I'm a military person and I want to work maybe when I'm I think that the medical profession is called PRN. What if I just want to work if I got some?
So that's really the core of what we do, is that PRN type thing.
Okay.
So 90% of our employees have their own full-time jobs anyways. They just come to us to work those extra shifts here and there and get some extra money. So that's really a perfect thing for if you're a military spouse or something wanting to just get some extra money in while you're here. You just get on board with us and work when you can. And that's exactly how it works. The facilities that we partner with come to us and tell us what shifts they have available, whether that's on, the next couple months or just tomorrow. And we just fill them with whoever can take the shift.
Okay. Now, so let's take me, for instance.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not certified or anything like that. But what if I just got a heart to want to do it?
Well, our requirements, you have to be certified.
Okay.
I appreciate the heart,
I'm just saying.
but we require you be certified.
Okay. But I could go over and help them cook or something.
Well, and there are companies out there that do that.
Oh, but not you.
Not me.
Okay, I'm just trying to help out. And you like the way I threw that PRM thing, didn't you? Anything I knew about that.
You did good. You did good.
I'm just saying. Let's see. So it's Nurse Corps. They're located at 6944 Winton Blunt Loop, or is that Winton Blunt?
Winton Blunt Boulevard. Yes.
Winton Blunt Boulevard. The number is 729-6710. So basically, you're looking, if somebody out there is a certified, certified CNA,
Yes.
and I guess to be a nurse, so you got to be certified in something.
Yes, you would have a license for an LPN or an RN. You'd be licensed. Yes.
What if I'm a nurse who lost my license?
Well, hopefully that you're working to get that back then.
But I could be in a CNA, couldn't I?
If you're certified, yes, you could be.
So a nurse wouldn't automatically be certified?
Not automatically.
Okay. But they pretty much know it.
I mean, they'd be able to be pretty easily. Their knowledge is already there for sure.
Yeah. Okay then. All right. Let me see. Now, what I got it with Nurse Corps by Baptist East, across from Baptist East. 729-6710. Let me see. Okay. I get it all. And you again, they want to ask for you.
They can ask for me. My name's Audrey Price. I'm the branch manager, and Jessica is my staffing manager.
Okay. Audrey.
And if you need a good pick-me-up in the day at all, just call and ask for Jessica. She's really good at that. She's the biggest sweetheart I've ever met.
Oh, ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? Okay, that's good to go. Okay. So once again, our guest this morning has been Miss Audrey Price. She is the branch manager of Nurse Corps. And whether if you're a hospital and you need to have some positions filled temporarily, whatever the case may be, you guys are for that. So whether you're Baptist South, I guess Baptist Hospital is the only hospital we got in town, I guess. Baptist South Baptist. Oh, we got Jackson. We got Jackson Hospital. If you only want to work one day a week or something like that, you got the skills, but you're getting bored. You thought you wanted to be retired, but now you got nothing to do. Yep. They can always use some help. Anytime you're dealing with human beings, there's never too much help. Okay, but you gotta have a pleasant personality too.
Hey, you're right. You do.
Let's not be a butthole. Because the worst thing I hate is like when you go to McDonald's, the guy's cooking your burger like he don't really like you. Hey, I didn't make you come here. But anyway, if you're gonna do the job, try to do the job well, and you have to have empathy and some compassion for the folks that you serve, because believe it or not, a lot of times they're in stages of dementia, things like that, and they don't mean any harm. They just, we just revert back to what we used to be at some point in time. But your job as the nurse, the CNA, and places like that, first of all, I don't want to assume you'd be a CNA unless you really liked it. Yeah, I'm just going to.
Got the heart for it.
Yeah,
that's why we appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't assume that. Okay. So again, that number is 729-6710. 729-6710. I don't believe that's a text number. I don't think you can text that number. You got to give them a call. If anybody want to ask your question, 860-1440 is our number here. Anything else you want to tell us?
No, like you said, if you're a CNA, LPN, or RN, want to get on board with picking up some extra shifts, give us a call. If you're a facility administrator that you need some extra help, give me a call, and I'd love to tell you more about it too. Okay.
No age limit, just have to be able to do the work.
Be certified and have a year experience.
Have a year experience. Okay, well, you got me on that. Okay. If I'm still alive, I'll see. Well, let me ask you a question. Let's say you're in your 60s.
Okay.
Now, somebody in this room is. Okay. Well, let's say you're in your 60s, but you still got energy. Oh, wait a minute, I got to have a year experience. Okay, we'll talk about that when I get my year of experience. So, okay. Because I really like helping old folks out. I was at a meeting the other day with old people, and then I looked at the chairs and I looked at myself and said, hell, I should be sitting down there with you guys. So, but some old ain't really old unless you think you're old.
That's right.
Okay, at least that's what old people tell themselves.
Right.
All right, then. We'll be back. Okay, again, I guess for the last couple minutes, it's been Audrey Price. She's from Nurse Corps. So if you are administrator at Jackson, administrator at Baptist, or you just going in your car right now, you may need some help.
Nursing homes.
whatever case may be.
Mhm.
Their number is 334-729-6710. If you can't write it down, feel free to give the show a call, and I shall give you that number. This is one of those numbers I'm going to keep around just because I need a nurse person or I want to be one. I think I got about a year. I got to wait on that. Okay. Well, thank you for getting up early in the morning. I thought you guys you office types didn't get out of bed till 9 o'clock in the morning, show up at 10 and get off at 12.
Well, I wish that was how it went, but it is not. You do what you got to do.
You do what you got to do. Does your dad live here somewhere in Montgomery?
He's in Troy.
Well, tell him I said simplify.
I sure will.
Yeah, I'm not really
Thank you.
Marine, but I could have been one.
Yes, you could have. He'll appreciate that.
We'll be back.
Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Sponsored by Blind.
So I'll remember you, and I will sort of give you some plugs, now and then, so you can.
Love it.
That's got to be the hardest.
Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive professional. Do it yourself and save big at blindster.com.
Waking up to a few isolated sprinkles this morning, and while the coverage of rain will be best in North Alabama, we'll be watching central and southern portions of the state for a very low-end threat of a passing shower today. Overall coverage of rain is not overwhelming, but we are getting warmer, upper 60s north of Montgomery, south of the capital city in the 70s tonight. Either side of 60, mostly cloudy. Tuesday, we still have an isolated scattered chance of rain with us.
And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. Is better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's been reported recently that would send anyone on an alternate route. You keep listening, and we'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Invisible Fence has an indoor system that will help keep your pets away from the Christmas trees and all the presents. Call Vicky at Invisible Fence, 265-2585. That's 265-2585. Buckle up, it's the law. Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is major delay.
Why are you driving around town on those old ball tires? Do you like living dangerously? Say no to old, bald, and dangerous. For all your tire needs, Chico's Auto Pros, 239-9510.
Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I need you right away. My faucet's leaking, there's water on the floor. Can't take it one more day. Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. No one flat rate price. I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please fix my home? Come fix my home, Bill Bradley. Come fix my home. I know you won't delay. For one flat rate price, I know it will be right. Bill Bradley, won't you please
Fix my home.
Matt Parsley here with Budget Car and Truck Sales of Montgomery and Prattville. We're all feeling the pinch on prices of everything going up, up, and up. Today, the cost of living is the highest I've ever seen. Groceries, housing, utilities, even eggs. $8 a dozen? Wow! So if you want to stretch your dollar, consider budget. So why would you buy new when you can buy budget? You can buy budget. Stretch your dollar with zero down and low payments. Prices starting from $8,900. Lower your payment $800 to $400, $600 to $300, $500 to $250. Why keep paying through the nose when budget can help? Just want to sell your car, truck, van, or SUV? At Budget, get paid on the spot. Zero down, low payments. Lower your monthly payments. Sell your car, truck, van, or SUV. Why would you go anywhere else? Happy holidays from your friends at Budget Car and Truck Sales. 61 Mendel Parkway or 508 Queensmith Road, Prattville. BuyBudgetOnline.com.
Okay, here are 5 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a high school sport.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline, sportsmanship, and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages and fewer disciplinary problems.
Number 3.
High school sports help fight teen obesity and substance abuse.
Here's number 4.
High school sports provide wholesome, constructive after-school activity, perfect for today's families.
And number 5.
And high school sports are safer than ever before. Injury surveillance and research, better equipment, and the continuing education programs for coaches provided by state and national athletic associations have made high school sports safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Just to get me started, I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late though.
Okay, we're back. It's 7:37 in the morning. If you got to be there by 8 o'clock, you got about 22 minutes by which to arrive. All right, then. That was pretty nice, though. So, if you're looking for a job in the CNA or the nurse job, or you're looking for a part-time something, those guys would be good folks to call. Just give them a call, 729-6710, 729-6710. All right, good morning. Who's this? Yes. We know who it is. As long as and you should be kind also. We all should be kind to people. That means not saying disparaging things, not slapping people upside the head, verbally. So all right there, Mr. Ed. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, has anybody heard this story? It doesn't really make sense to me. I thought this was America. And this is going to be something that can only happen in Alabama, because I just don't see any place in the United States of America where such a thing could happen. However, do you believe there's an 82-year-old woman in Valley, Alabama? The police arrested her. Now, why? Did she shoplift? No. Did she break into somebody's house? No. Did she threaten to harm someone? No, she did not. Did she steal anything? No, 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 no. She didn't do any of that kind of thing at all. She didn't harass anybody. No, she just I mean, I was hoping this was a joke. I said, nobody's going to go to jail for this. I mean, really? In America? No, this couldn't be true. However, in Valley, Alabama, last Sunday, they arrested a woman for not paying the garbage service bill that covered the months of June, July, and August. She was charged with a misdemeanor offense of failure to pay solid waste fees. Now, I know, okay, this doesn't make any sense. In America, if she don't want to pay it, just don't pick up her garbage. We put an 82-year-old woman in jail, and only in Alabama, for not paying, okay, the solid waste fees. Now, the arrest drew outrage on social media as criminalizing debt. A city official said that the arrest came after multiple attempts to collect the bill and a history of suspended service. Well, if that be the case, hell, a whole lot of folks be in jail around here who get their lights turned off, who get the water turned off. Are we really putting people in jail? Now, with Tumpka a couple of months ago, whenever it was, 6-7 months ago, so we arrested people for feeding cats. They were feeding little animal kitties, and they were arrested. 80-something years old and 60-something years old. Now, I'm just trying to figure out, what country isn't this the country in Alabama where we say we dare defend our rights? Isn't that the motto of Alabama? We dare defend our rights, and we are going to put people in jail for feeding cats and not paying the solid waste fee. 82 years old. Really? Somebody, okay, we need to sue them down in Valley. Somebody needs to sue for these little ladies. She should never have to pay another solid waste bill for the rest of her life, however long that lasts. Okay, come on, Brett. Court records show she was arrested in 2006 for not paying $206 trash bill. The case was later dismissed upon compliance. But if she don't want to pay, then just don't pick up her garbage. 82, you're putting people in jail. Come think about it. I don't want to pay $206 for a trash bill either. But anyway, Valley Police Chief Mark Reynolds said that the statement that officers were required to arrest her after a magistrate signed a warrant. So in Valley, Alabama, you can have a warrant signed on you for not paying your trash bill. Now here in Montgomery, they do go pick up your can. Okay, you don't want to pay for this can, then I don't have a problem with that. You don't want to pay for it? Although older people sometimes when you're on Social Security and things of that nature, you barely get enough money to take care of anything. I can understand. They all not have to pay for it, to tell you the truth. But whatever the case may be, you shouldn't go to jail. Okay. Now the woman, according to them, the woman was treated respectfully by our officers in the performance of their duties and was released on bond as prescribed by the violation, Reynolds said. Okay, I just don't. How is that possible in America today? How is it possible that they can take an 82-year-old woman, put her in jail because she didn't want to pay the fee, then don't pick up her garbage. Don't do all that stuff, According to Father Washington, maybe she can't afford it. Maybe it's tough. I don't know. Somebody in that city can probably afford to pay it for her, though. Somebody can. Pretty sure every city's got their rich people. Montgomery's got a bunch of them. Every city's got their rich people. Anyway, so much for that. I just thought I'd share that story with you because it was hard for me to stomach that story. Somebody going to jail in the United States of America. Okay, somebody going to jail for not paying. Okay, really, not paying. Okay, solid waste fees. It's almost, it's almost like what is that? What is that book that what's the name put out? What's that guy's name? Um, I think he put out a book called 1984, or what is the name of that bill? The dog wagging, the tail wagging the dog. I mean, come on, you know, cut me some slack here. Okay, everybody should be outraged about that. Okay, and we got another young brother that was in Elmore County Jail with he's been charged with sexual torture and domestic violence. Do I need to say any more about that? No, I don't. I mean, young folks, I don't know. Whew. On November the 30th, Millbrook police said they conducted a welfare check at the 100 block Pine Meadow Circle. Also said they found a female resident with numerous injuries. I guess my man was there having a good time with her. I guess, I don't know. Well, they got him off the street, so that's good. Also, now let me get back to what I did this weekend. I went and spent some time with Odessa's Blessing owners, the Dunns, Calvin Dunning on Saturday, and they put on an event for their senior citizen, and they've been doing it for 12 years. I had no idea they did it, but went out there and took a bunch of pictures. I had those pictures on their Facebook page sooner or later, as soon as I get a chance to do it. But it is interesting, and so now I talked to them for a couple minutes, and I know you guys want, I was over there doing my professional interview thing. So let me see if I can get it. Let me see here now. Okay, let me see if I can get it right here and take you inside while I was out there doing my professional duty. Okay, I'm just saying. Here we go. Okay, that's not it. Okay.
We got Odessa's Blessing restaurant, and also we got the COD Center. This is what the center where we're at now, the Senior Citizen Center. It's giving back to the center. But our whole thing is to fill in the gaps for seniors, because a lot of stuff, there's different programs, sometimes seniors get looked over, and we all want to make sure that we fill in the gaps and stuff for them, getting them out the house, and showing them how much we care about them. And our whole joy comes from their prayers. We want to make sure they understand the prayers that they pray for us over the years and all people. So this is how we're giving back and thanking them for their prayers.
This time of year traditionally has been a time of year where people are in the home, and they said the rate of depression is skyrocketing this time of year because people get older and they get at home and they get less visits than they used to be. I would assume this helps out quite a bit when it comes to those kinds of things.
Yeah, it's not quite a bit. Like I said, we have a lot of the seniors that don't have family members to support them and give them Christmas or whatever. So that's what we try to do every year around my birthday, and give them a Christmas, bring them out, let them enjoy themselves. But we know some people tend to think that seniors, once they get a certain age, they're not able to do or don't want to do. So if you really work with them and talk to them, it's a lot of seniors, they got a lot of life in them, and they do want to get up and dance and have fun and just enjoy their life.
So this is not the first time this has been done?
It's our 10th year doing
Really?
it. 10th year, we started in 2012.
So how did I miss this?
How did you miss it?
And how did I not know this happened?
I don't know.
Because I'm one of them senior citizens. Well, I just want to thank you for doing it, because I look through here and I see the circle of life.
Yeah.
I see the ones who paved the path,
Right.
and the ones who, if they're smart, they'll follow.
Overcomers dreamers.
Outstanding. All right. Anyway, that was the Dunnings. That was Calvin and his wife, and they were over there. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. You know, of course, none of them knew me. You know, but that's okay. That's good. That's good. They didn't know me. Who are you? I said, okay, well, okay, I understand. You know, y'all don't listen to talk radio, y'all. You know, I probably listen to Roscoe and stuff like that. Y'all don't listen to me. I ain't mad. Okay, now leave them a little bit. But it was a great thing they did. They got something called the COD Center. I don't know if that's COD or whatever it is. And it was over off Highland Avenue, right across the bridge, when you go across the bridge right there. And evidently they've been doing this for a long time. I saw some great folks over there some spry people and people just up. So let's not throw people to the side because they get a little age on them. Okay, that's kind of like me. Let's not throw us to the side. Let's always go by. And at this time of the year, it's always important to check on older people just to make sure they're doing okay. Because a lot of them, they start remembering, they start reminiscing about the past, and sometimes it depresses you. It gets me sometimes. This is the second, I guess this is the second Christmas I've been without my sister and my brothers. And just sometimes I'm strong, so I can handle it, but a lot of folks can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? This is why I do this job every morning for therapy, so it helps me handle things. Okay, move right along. I want to thank the Dunnies for doing that. Now, listen, I'm going to be gone a little longer than I thought I was going to be gone for vacation, because this is the first year I'm actually every year I give like 20 days back to the company, and I never went on vacation. And I'm going to do it probably around the 19th of the month. I'll be going to the first of the year, or the second or the third of the year, whatever day that is. Anyway, so we're going to do that. So I need to put an urgency on my helping hands. And now my GoFundMe's only got like a little bit of money in it. I mean, it's gonna be tough this year. I mean, this time last year I was almost halfway to my goal. Now I'm looking like I'm, I know it's only the 5th. I'm getting nervous here. So now what is Helping Hand? Helping Hand, I noticed over the years when we help people out, most of the people that need a little help were people who are already working. They're not lazy people. They're not people who sit at home waiting for somebody to give them a handout. These are people who just, sometimes it's tough. It's tough for me. It's tough for you. It's tough for everybody. So I decided to get our community together and present these people either $500 or $1,000, depending on how much money we could raise. And they don't know about it. Now, the nice thing about this is that only the people who get put in for our Helping Hand program, when we raise the money, they get put in by somebody else. You cannot tell them you put them in for it, because if you do that, we don't raise the money, and that's a second depression. So we don't want to do that. So what we're doing this year is that we are, we're trying, like we did last year. I got a couple of businesses that partner with us and give us. When I say us, I mean us. That's us as a city, as a group of people who give every year to this. I give to it too. I don't just ask for money from people. I give to it also. So we're looking for you can go to GoFundMe, and it's called Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award. You can go there and you can put something in for it if you want to. There's no amount too big, too small. My goal is $10,000. From the looks of things, it's going to take the good Lord himself to come down here and help me out. But I try to have it by the 20th of the month. That's what we're trying to do, because I'll be gone on the 22nd. But we're going to give it to him on the 22nd, and after that, I'll be gone to the first part of next year. So we want to do that. It'd be nice to go out with us helping, giving somebody else a helping hand. So if you can text me if I need to pick it up from you. That's fine. Or you can send a letter to 1 Commerce Street, Montgomery, Alabama, Suite 300. Make it out to News Radio 1440. Attention, Kevin Elkins, Elkins. And I can take the money from any place across the country. There are people in other parts of the country that listen. We'll take anything you want to give us, $1, $10. Now, if you really want to just go ahead and write the whole thing for $10,000, I know some of you guys got that kind of money. We'd appreciate it. Okay, we really would. I'd appreciate it, because I really like to get this done before on the 22nd. But whatever we get, we're going to give that to somebody. Okay, whatever it is, we're going to give it to somebody, because somebody can always use a helping hand. Okay, so if you want to put somebody in, I cannot guarantee everybody's going to get anything. But if you want to put somebody in, you send it to me here at the radio station. It's got to be written, typed, whatever. When I say written, I mean you got to send me a piece of paper with the information on it, a little bit about the person, what your relationship is to them. Are you just a neighbor, just a friend who realized somebody could use a helping hand? But anyway, it is 1 Commerce Street, Suite 300. And on the envelope, you got to put helping hand. Attention, Kevin Elkins. But you got to put WLWI or News Radio 1440. Okay. Either or, it'll get to me. Put radio station on it. 1 Commerce Street. and it'll get up here some kind of way. They'll give it to us. I've been here a while now, so most of them know who I am. So I really appreciate it. If you guys want to give us a hand, we certainly would appreciate it. It's called, and you can write a check. We'll take a check. I mean, as long as the check's good, we'll take that. And you put it in, you make it out to Helping Hand, or you can go to any Service First bank and deposit whatever it is that you have. You know, we don't. There's no set amount. Listen, if you got $1, okay, $1 I got is better than $5 I won. So if you can come by, if everybody listens to this radio station gives $20, you know, we'll get it. At least I hope I got that many listeners. We'll get it. All right. Again, if you whoever you want to put in, it's got to be here by the 15th of December. Okay, it's got to be here by then. No exceptions. Okay, you can't send it on the 15th or the 14th and expect me to get it because it won't happen. So, and basically, the only qualification is this: you have to know them, and you have to be able to articulate why you think that I should go out and beg other people for their money to give to somebody else. Tell me they're great people. They give back to the community when they got it. Listen, if you just working hard, taking care of your own kid, that's a good thing. Right now, it's kind of hard to find people to do that. Okay, but I'm sure there are plenty of people. Okay, so it's called, or you go to GoFundMe, Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award, and you can do it online. Okay. If you want to cash app it to us, you can do that. Just put in my phone 334-241-9998. Put that in there. Make sure you put Helping Hand on it, and I make sure I can put it in the Helping Hands account. Okay, just look for my number 334-241-9998, and we'll put that over into the Helping Hands thing. Okay. All right, so that's it. That's what we do every year. We'll be back.
I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. A new warning from the CDC: flu cases continue to surge across the country, with hospitalizations surging over Thanksgiving week. And now there's new concern going into Christmas. Right now, 45 states are reporting widespread or high flu activity. There were more than 19,000 hospitalizations over Thanksgiving week. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, Montgomery's downtown businesses have struggled to stay open. But over the last few months, new businesses have arrived. Seafood restaurant Crab Kings is the newest business to open in the district. Montgomery City Councilwoman Marsha Johnson says several business owners are eyeing the downtown area. The matchup for the TaxAct Camellia Bowl has been released, and it's a battle between two previous Camellia Bowl participants, Georgia Southern and Buffalo. Camellia Bowl is set for December 27th at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. I'm Jasmine Williams at your Morning Headlines.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The Supreme Court's about to hear arguments in a case involving same-sex couples in Colorado. It involves a graphic designer who's refused to create websites for LGBTQ unions. Correspondent Jan Crawford is outside the court this morning.
She says the government can't make her create messages, that would violate her First Amendment rights. Now, State Attorney General Phil Weiser says the law is about making sure LGBTQ people are treated equally so that, businesses can't just turn them away.
This is the last day for the candidates in Georgia's Senate runoff to get out the vote. Polls show they're still locked in a tight race. Republican Herschel Walker at a rally in Loganville.
It is time for us to get people in Washington that become leaders.
The Democratic incumbent, Raphael Warnock, in Gainesville.
We need to show up like it's a 911 emergency.
The State Department says it sees no evidence yet Iran has gone through with claims it's doing away with its morality police unit, following massive protests that began with a young woman who died in custody after wearing her hijab too loosely. Correspondent Holly Williams.
To be clear, this is only coming from one official in Iran, and it's being treated with a lot of skepticism. Also, what the protesters are demanding is bigger than this one issue, and it seems unlikely they'll now decide to leave the streets and quietly go home.
Lots of people woke up shivering in the U.S. South this morning.
Tens of thousands could be without power and heat most of this week in Moore County, North Carolina, southwest of Raleigh, after 2 power substations were damaged by gunfire. Sheriff Ronnie Fields.
Cowardly is what I'd call. No motivation. No group has stepped up to acknowledge or accept it. They're the ones that done it. So, yeah, I call them coward.
Authorities are investigating the incident as a criminal act. Schools in the area are closed today. Jim Kursula, CBS News, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Spiking rates of COVID, RSV, and other viruses are threatening to bring back mask mandates in and around L.A. Infectious disease specialist Dr. Peter Chin Hung understands the opposition.
I think there's very little political appetite to do this, and we're going to try to not do it as much as possible, for the season.
British health officials have issued an urgent alert to parents about strep. CBS's Vicky Barker is in London.
Since September, 6 children have died with strep A infection here in the UK, and a 7th is fighting for her life. Children failed to develop a resistance to diseases like strep and scarlet fever while they were in lockdown. Now that social mixing's been restored, infection rates are surging.
S&P futures are down 29. Dow futures off 240. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. Need to know what it takes for a home loan to fit your budget and your family? Rocket can.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Medi-Share. Maybe you've heard switching to Medi-Share to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The customer satisfaction rate for Medi-Share is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. Medi-Share works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. Very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
The college football playoff is set.
It'll be Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and Ohio State in the college football playoff. Chip Patterson of CBS Sports says that leaves Alabama with 2 losses on the outside looking in.
We have to play the games, and the games have to mean something. And what we saw from the Crimson Tide this year was just not enough. It was almost enough, but just not enough to be able to bump out any of the 4 teams who are deserving to be in the college football playoff.
Defending national champ Georgia plays Ohio State New Year's Eve in the Peach Bowl. Michigan and TCU tangle in the Fiesta Bowl. The winners play January 9th. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Mother and father in New Zealand are refusing to allow their baby son to undergo life-saving heart surgery using blood from people vaccinated against COVID. The 4-month-old in critical condition with a severe heart valve disorder. The mother says she desperately wants the surgery, but only if doctors use what she calls safe blood. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
This is Jeff Branco with Chappie's Deli. And Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli. Mike, with all the Christmas craziness, let's just calm everyone down and read The Night Before Christmas. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I'll help. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house was Chappie's Deli catering, filling every mouth. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes they would find Chappie's Deli gift cards in there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while the kids eat free all the time menu was swirling in their heads. I'm not sure if this is calming anyone down. Let's just skip to the end. I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, Chappie's Christmas to all, and to all a good bite.
From quick bites to party trays, casseroles to big-time catering, Chappie's has you covered.
Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill, Pepper Tree, Baptist South Tower, Prattville, and Auburn. From our Chappie's Deli family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Is your prostate secretly being destroyed without you knowing it? All the ads for these prostate pills like Super Beta Prostate, Saw Palmetto, ProstaStream, Prostagenics, and others. Want to know which pills work and which are garbage? Now you can. Get a free copy of the new guide, Prostate Secrets, that pulls back the curtain on the prostate pill industry. Learn what is really in these pills. Which pill has over 987 adverse event reports filed against it with the FDA? It's shocking. Learn the one food to avoid that is a prostate killer, and discover the 3 so-called health foods that destroy your prostate. Get your free copy at prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com. This free guide will show you how to end your prostate problems without drugs or surgery. 5 important things to do to protect your prostate, and much more. Warning, this guide is controversial and may be offensive to some readers as it pulls no punches. So go to prostatesecrets.com. Prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com.
Jenny King, the king of queens. How do you and your staff get things done? It's teamwork. When a team works together, they can do anything. That's why all of us
Teamwork makes the dream work.
We're excited to team up with you. At Janny King, our team has been working together for over 35 years, cleaning your places for work, education, medical attention, eateries, stadiums, and worship. Let our team help your team. Go to JannyKingCleans.com and trust your clean to the king. That's JannyKingCleans.com. Janny King, the king of clean.
Hey, Tim, let me tell you about how to bring in those big deals.
Randy, I know how to attract the big bucks.
Ah, very fun. At Prattville Farm Center, we've been helping hunters be successful for over 35 years.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
You need to get those big bucks.
That's right, Tim. And we don't believe in gimmicks or magic seed. We just believe in sound planting practices that work.
So come see us today at 1154
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Now that we're done talking about those big bucks, how about those cute does?
Ever wonder why your business doesn't show up on online search maps, but your competitors do? It's hundreds of things. Things that Cumulus Boost can identify and fix. And that's how we boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. I'm Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show. Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
Teamwork makes the dream work. All right then. Okay. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm feeling pretty good. Nobody asked me, but I'm telling you anyway. Okay. Is school in today or they got another vacation? I'm just checking. Just to make sure. I'm just checking. A subject that I don't normally get into, but I think this is one of those subjects that actually deserves some attention. You know, prime time Deion Sanders has given HBCU, the HBCU world, a boost. He's given them a boost because I never really paid much attention. Matter of fact, until I got to Alabama, I never heard of HBCUs. Of course, when you live in the town with Notre Dame in it, I mean, it's kind of, everything else is pale in comparison. But I never paid much attention to HBCU. He got a job, an offer to go to Colorado, and $4 million. Hey, listen, what? He gonna stay broke down there? No, but he showed that it could be done if you had the right motivation. I really wish that our teachers in our schools would be treated like coaches are. The coach is authorized for the most part to do everything within reason to make his team the best team that there is. Now, last night I'm going to talk to a teacher in Montgomery Public Schools. They say that the disrespect that goes on in some of these classrooms, and it goes on because our administrators allow it to happen. Okay, we do have boys in some of our schools walking around with eyelashes on, fingernails for women, and dresses. We do. I have verified that. Now, I called a couple of our board members, and they said, "Well, I'll get back I'll get back to that later on. And I'll get back to prime time that quickly because it all fits together. In order to make a great team, you need discipline. Okay. Evidently, prime time got there, got them straight, got them good. They were, I think they were undefeated. I think they won more games with him there than any other time. Prime time, you know, he brought a notoriety to HBCU universe that had never gotten before. Okay, never gotten before. Now people are whining, calling him a hypocrite because he's going to take what he did there and going to take it someplace else. And all coaches, they play this merry-go-round all the time. But why is it that when a black person excels at something often, we get angry because we want him to stay in the same place that he is? You know, put it this way. If Harlan Sanders, okay, if Harlan Sanders had have only kept the recipe to one store, he never would have grown Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay, no, he shared that recipe with other places, and other places came up with Kentucky Fried Chicken places too. Okay, why is it that we want to keep a great thing hidden? Rather than, I think some of our kids, especially some of our young men, need to see. They need to see what can be done, what you can do if you have dedication and if you're disciplined enough to work the program. Okay, so I can't understand that. Black folks are confused. You know, okay, show me excellence. He showed you excellence. And now somebody that said, show it to us. Oh, he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. You know, up yours. You know, this guy gave HBCU Universe more publicity. I have never paid HBCUs much attention. Never heard about them until I got there 30 years ago. Never. Didn't know anything about a Morehouse. Didn't know anything about a Spelman. Didn't know anything about a Howard. Didn't know anything about those universities. Clark and Xavier. I didn't know. I never heard about them. I mean, up in Indiana, I guess they thought that once you got Notre Dame, you don't need anything else. I didn't know anything about them until I got here. That was 30 years ago. So I'm just saying that all those schools are great, too, from what I can understand. Academically, they're great. I may not be so good in sports, but academically, they're great. So anyway, I just don't understand why we cannot celebrate excellence rather than call the brother a hypocrite. Deion made something out. He took something. He took nothing and made it into something. Okay, and I wish our high school teachers and our teachers in our classroom would be looked at just like we do coaches. Give them the tools, give them the authority to do whatever it takes to make the best team. Okay, somebody once said, "Teamwork makes the dream work." Okay, but we're going the opposite way in academia. We let them come to school with dresses on, boys, and to tell me that doesn't interfere with the environment of teaching. I'm sorry, you're a fool if you think that. Okay, you're a fool if you believe that boys sitting in the classroom with earrings on, with nails on, carrying purses, wearing a dress somehow does not disrupt the learning process. You're an idiot and a fool, and you don't ever need to teach anybody. Okay. And then here's the thing that they keep telling me. Well, we have to do it. Okay, show me the law. And do you realize nobody showed me the law yet to say you got to do this? Nobody showed me the law. It's a standard operating procedure, but it is not a law. So when somebody shows me a law that said you have to let children take over your school, then I'll just pull mine out. I'm just saying somebody needs to show me the law. It's never been a law, but they take it to the extreme. Okay, I'm just saying. But prime time has showed you what you can do if you believe in excellence, if you believe in hard work, sacrifice, and all those things, all the ingredients that make you a winner. Our teachers can have the same success if our administrators get their head out of their four-quarter contact and allow them to do their job. Every teacher is a coach. Every last one of them is a coach. And they know how the game is played because they played it. Not only have there been students, now they're a team. They know how to do it. They know what motivates kids to learn. But we can't really do that yet. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. No. Do what he do. I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's what we need, and that's what we need to bring back. Yeah. 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 Make me listen. Hell, 5 million. Give me $500 right now, and I listen. You know. Yeah. 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 That's good. All right. Appreciate it. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Prattville Carpets wants to upgrade your kitchen with $10,000 worth of porcelain countertop and backsplash. That's right. They're choosing one qualifier daily from online registration. You need to go to newsradio1440.com and put in for it. That could be your kitchen with that new backsplash and the new porcelain and stuff like that. I don't really know what porcelain is, but I guess it's like the stuff that you cook on top of the counter and things of that nature. I don't know what it is, but I was born in the post side of town. I was lucky to have a sink. But anyway, go there and check it out. And $10,000 worth of porcelain countertop, and you can do some cooking on a porcelain counter. I'm telling you, you can do some cooking. So anyway, check them out. Go to newsradio1440.com and register for the gift. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning, sir. Yeah. Uh, well, see, I can't be assured they'd get up early in the morning and get here in time. See, they used to sleeping late. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, yeah, right, right, yes, right. Mm-hmm. No, I haven't seen it. I didn't know he did it. Yeah. Sheriff in town. Oh, I gotta find that and play it. Yeah, I gotta find that and play it. Then he didn't cuss everybody out, did he? We do. We do. We need men that are being men. And we're so busy with our men trying to be girls until we've actually almost forgot what it's like to hear a man talk. And so I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll see how that we will see how the Auburn thing works out, but I just think that Dion, it's nice to see a man do work, you know, because these players they got to the point where they think, especially with this NIL thing and naming likeness thing, I mean they think they're important. You know, they ain't did anything yet. They ain't won no national championships. They ain't won no Super Bowls. They ain't did nothing. Yeah, and yet they think they're important because they're getting paid, and they think they're in charge because they're getting a little bit of money. So I don't know. Well, I'm just waiting. Okay, I'm waiting until he takes over the Los Angeles Raiders. I mean, the Raiders. Somebody needs to take them over anyway. Hey, appreciate it. Again, don't forget Helping Hands. We're trying. I got about a week and a half left to try to get this money. So again, you can go to our GoFundMe page, which is a Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award. It's on there. Just throw something in there for me if you would. I appreciate it. I don't care how much you do. Just a little here, a little there. You know. Because next year or so, you may need a helping hand, and so you never know, So help us out, and I'm trying to raise 10 grand, but I'll take whatever I can get at this particular moment because I got to be gone on the 19th. But I'll be here to give the prize away on the 22nd. But I'll be gone till December, I think January 3rd, I think something like that after the 19th. But anyway, I'll be here till we help those folks out. I'll stick around town. Then I'm going up the road, going to South Bend. I'm going back to Indiana. Yeah, and yeah. I mean, who knows? I may be. It's Notre Dame's playing in some bowl, Fiesta Bowl. I don't think that's a top bowl, but hey, it'll work. Anyway, don't forget. Do you feel low energy? Do you have low libido? Well, you may have what we commonly known as low T. That's low testosterone. Well, if you spend just $99 with Montgomery Men's Health, you will get a chance to change your life. Remember when you were young, not so long ago, no one could top you or stop you. If it needed to be done, you the one to call to do it. Well, not so much now. Well, you can have it again, but it starts with a call to Montgomery Men's Health at 334-440-3663, and it also includes a PSA test. So the PSA test, if you don't do anything else, you need to get that test to check out you, to make sure you're doing okay, to make sure any problem that you may have, they'll catch real early and hopefully fix it for you. Okay, PSA test, that's a prostate. So I don't know what the S and A stand for, but the P is for prostate. So they check you out. So even if you do feel like you are 19 years old and you're not, you need to have that test done anyway. So that number is 334-440-3663. It's only $99. It is the best $99 you can spend on your own self. I'm just saying. So you get that T checked out and you get the PSA thing checked out at the same time. Again, here's the number, 334-440-3663. You want to make an investment in yourself? This is a good way to do it. 8:25 in the morning, and we'll be back right after this.
Brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on PO 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got an accident on 231 southbound at Anderson Road, just as you come off the River Bridge coming out of Wetumpka into Montgomery. So please use caution. 231 south at Anderson Road. Outside of that, we're looking good. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. No money down and your good credit gets any brand, make, or model at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter. Toyota, Chevys, Fords, they're all at Reinhardt Used Car Supercenter. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Why are you driving around town on those old ball tires? Do you like living dangerously? Say no to old, bald, and dangerous. For all your tire needs, Chico's Auto Pros, 239-9510.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Raphael Warnock will raise your taxes. He's approved the hiring of 87,000 new IRS agents. That more than doubles the number of agents in this country. Head of the Ebenezer Baptist Church, and yet no restrictions at all whatsoever on abortion. This is a guy that wants to end the legislative filibuster, pack the courts. This is a guy that wants no bail laws. This is a guy that says America must repent for its whiteness. This is a guy that says you cannot serve God in the military. If you want that radical back in the U.S. Senate, all of you in Georgia, you have at it, because that's what you're going to get. Now, or you can go with Herschel Walker, and that would be the 50th tying vote.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-863-5858. That's 1-800-863-5858. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-863-5858. That's 1-800-863-5858.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
And I'm Kathy from American Open More.
And the Russian Furniture House.
We would like to say thank you to everyone in Montgomery, Catawba, and Elmore County for voting us your #1 furniture store in the 2022 Reader's Choice Award. If you've never shopped with us before,
y'all come see us.
And if you've shopped with us in the past,
y'all come back here.
Remember to check us out on Facebook and post all of our new items.
Hey y'all, I'm Cody, Camden, Carson, Cole. We would like to say thank you to everyone in Catawba, Elmore, and Montgomery County, voting us the #1 mattress store in the 2022 Reader's Choice Award. Never shopped with us before? Y'all come see us. Shopped with us in the past? Y'all come back here. Don't count sheep, get a great night's sleep. Thank you again from Wolf Boys Betting, next to American Open More, the #1 mattress store, 4245 with Hunter.
Hi, this is Tom Latham with Penny Earning Concrete Technologies. For years,
Rolling.
concrete projects, from stamped and patterned concrete to foundations for commercial manufacturing, driveways to commercial parking lots, even heavily invested in polished concrete for durable and inexpensive long-term service. What you may not know is we have equipment for clearing lots for construction, clearing and ridding land of scrub and underbrush. We cut roads, clear fence lines, clear pond dams, and pretty much any application where land is overgrown. We have mulchers that can grind underbrush into shreds and return it to nature for compost. Our equipment is minimally invasive, not disturbing and upturning your property where additional grading might be necessary. To clean or clear your property, call Penny Earned at 334-284-9292 and let us transform your overgrown property into a manageable and productive one. Check us out on Facebook at Transformers or call 334-284-9292.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
All righty then. Well, at least Deion Sanders has offered half his salary to go for the Jackson State football facility. So see there, if he didn't get that big salary boost, he couldn't have done that. So y'all stop whining. All right. There's a lady on our neighbor. What's the name of that neighborhood thing? It's called, I think it's called Neighborhood something. She made an interesting post. She said, our culture is killing each other, killing others, shooting every day in our communities, and just terrorizing our residents. If you don't address this issue with the wound, it won't heal. I hear you. You cannot, she says, you can't skip around it. Nothing wrong with new businesses opening up, but our communities should come first. Address and implement long-term solutions to tackle crime, community elevation, and education as top priorities. The businesses will come even more when it shows that we care about our citizens' safety and better welcoming communities. I don't have a problem with what she said. The question is, how do you get that done? How do you do that? How do we do that in our communities? I mean, seriously, how do we do that? How do we raise people's kids who don't have a father? How do you raise people's kids who when mothers think that you don't need daddies, you don't need daddy. Fathers are biological. Daddies are relationships. How do you do that? When we make excuses for everything they do, almost. When you tell them, when you send them to school, they get to cuss the teacher out. They got an ADHD or DDHD, or some other HD or D, whatever. Everybody's got an illness. And then rather than deal with them, you give them an IEP. And to me, it looks like an IEP is an excuse to do whatever the hell you want to do without being disciplined. I don't know. How do we change this dynamic in some of our communities? Shooting in all our neighborhoods, somebody getting shot every day. I don't know how you change that. I think you expect more. And if that means, I hate to say this, and if that means, because I'm going to be one crying about it too, I know, but if that means making an example out of somebody, not a 65-year example, however, but a severe example out of somebody that's involved, then maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way forward. I don't know. But we certainly need to do something. Good morning. Who's this? I'm doing fine. I may drive this time. Yeah, I may drive. Yeah. Me and JB. Oh, wait a minute. Let me change. Oh, here it is. They got snow. Okay, I'll be on the bus. No, we're good. I can make it. It's downtown. I get an Uber. I guess it's prostate, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I know where it's at, but I don't know exactly what it does. I missed that day in medical school. Well, sure, go ahead and tell me, yeah. Okay, there's some, okay. Okay, well, yeah, but you could have put it in a nicer way. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what he does. Mm-hmm. Well, now, I can't speak for Mr. Singleton, but I sure am going to do my best to get. Yeah. Well, I'll try to get him on this week. He did say he'd come. So. Well, now, I don't want him to open a can of whoop ass on you, so we can just do you on the phone. Oh, you didn't see me the other day? I knocked on the door, ring the bell, and everything. You didn't even come out. Yeah. I know about it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's Fort Campbell. Mm-hmm. That's a hell of a lot of jumps. But I did. I did. I did. Again, it ain't my fault. I did it. Where they opened the door. Where they opened the door. I think it was on the back of it, I believe. I believe it was through the back. It's been a minute, but I think it's at the back. Nah. How you gonna put wait a minute? No. How you gonna put stuff on the C5 if you weld the door shut? Well, I don't know about Vietnam. I wasn't in there then. Yeah, I wasn't in there in Vietnam. I got there in 70. Well, they must have they must wait. They must have now let me ask you something. Now, okay. Now I listen, I realize and you don't have an affinity for me, and I realize that you think I'm full of crap, which is good. But let me ask you a question. Well, let me ask you a question. Now, why would I sit here and lie about jumping out of a C5A? I mean, really, nobody's paying me. I'm not getting a jump check anymore. Why would I lie about it? Well, I'd be rich. That's true. But still, there's two. What? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You know, wait a minute. I got to, it's online. If you go, wait a minute. If you go, okay, if you ain't gonna let me talk, if you go to my witness, see, you don't want to really pay that $500 because I have it online. It's no, on Facebook, well, I'll unblock you then. Because on Facebook, because again, listen, if you don't want to get, wait. If you don't want to give the $500, just say, because that's when I actually didn't know that you could call Fort Benning and get a duplicate. So you don't really want to give the $500. Is that what you're trying to tell me? And I showed you the paper. Okay. Well, again, it's official. It's official. It's got, well, guess what? Fort Benning is under the Department of the Army. Exactly. So yeah, they are an official representative. Yeah, they are an official representative. Yeah. Okay. Listen, if you don't want to give me the $500, just say I ain't giving it to you because I gave you the paperwork, brother. I don't. I don't need. That is proof. Yes, absolutely. Do they give? Uh, that that's what they gave me. Well, actually, I don't remember what they gave me. To tell you the truth, that was 1970. Listen, that was 1979. Okay, that's right. It was a copy. Okay, brother. Okay, brother. Listen. You know what? You can fix a headache, but you can't fix stupid. And right now you've been stupid, so I'll let you go. All right then. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, Marty. Well, it may not be one now because I never did Halo. I never did. I never did. All my jumps static line. So I did. Yeah, in '79. I mean, we did it. We did it in the Rangers all the time. Yeah. Yeah, but it was static line though. It's static line. You don't jump Halo without a static line. And now some of the SF guys or some of the guys may have done it. I don't even know how high a C5 can go. Yeah. Right. Right. Hmm. Right. but you just can't send them to school, Marty. We send our kids to school, and then we want to try to tell the school how to. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do. You got to allow the school system to teach them discipline and to teach them what that need to be taught. You just can't. And that's you talking about what's killing our kids. That's it. Right. Right, but wait a minute. Let me tell you something. I asked a teacher yesterday. I said, "Where's the law that says you have to put up with this in school?" Well, I never seen the law. Nobody's seen the law. These are political things that are going on in our school system by a wide berth of interpretation of the law. Right, but according to them, they do. Well. So we're willing to. So we are willing to sacrifice the future of some kids who may want to learn because of some idiots that are in your classroom. Yeah. Yeah. And again, we're willing to sacrifice the future of our kids for $1. Okay. Some of our charter schools need money. Valiant Cross needs money. They all need money. Okay. Well, a lot of things, right? But a lot of things that public school people tell you they have to put up with, they don't. Yeah. Yeah. But they keep bringing up right, but they keep bringing up laws that don't exist. There's no law that said you have to allow boys to come to school with a dress on, with a. But according to the teachers, well, we got to do. No, you don't have to do it. But politically, they do it. They do it. So. Okay. That's right. But again, I want to see what a law that says that you have to let boys come to school dressed as girls. Yeah. Not even morally, I'm talking about common sensely. It creates a distraction in the classroom. And listen, I got to take another call because I got my last break. I got to go in the first hand. Appreciate it. 8:44 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate it. You too. Gotta take a break. We'll be back with the last segment. We call that the epilogue of the show.
Just can't make it. Ooh, someone's got the reason. Just don't let
Your WSFA 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Waking up to a few isolated sprinkles this morning, and while the coverage of rain will be best in North Alabama, we'll be watching central and southern portions of the state for a very low-end threat of a passing shower today. Overall coverage of rain is not overwhelming, but we are getting warmer. Upper 60s north of Montgomery, south of the capital city in the 70s. Tonight, either side of 60, mostly cloudy. Tuesday, we still have an isolated or scattered chance of rain with us. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Amanda Curran on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Hello, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send anyone on an alternate route. Check with the surrounding counties. They're clear. You keep listening, and we'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. If Santa's bringing a puppy to your home this Christmas, call Vicky at Invisible Fence. Ask about their indoor and outdoor system. Invisible Fence, 265-2585. That's 265-2585. Buckle up, it's the law. Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is major delay.
Call the tire experts at Chico's Auto Pros, where you'll get the price match guarantee and free extras like roadside assistance, local towing, and free balance and rotation. Chico's Auto Pros.
The older your furnace gets, the likelier it is for carbon monoxide to leak into your home. It is of the utmost importance to have your furnace checked annually if it's over 10 years old. Bill Bradley Services technicians are equipped with top-of-the-line CO detectors that will guarantee no carbon monoxide is seeping into your home. They will also check each aspect of your furnace to ensure it's operating max efficiency, which will save you money down the road. Only $74.95, guaranteed peace of mind. Number 8449. Matt Parsley here with Budget Car and Truck Sales of Montgomery and Prattville. We're all feeling the pinch on prices of everything going up, up, and up. Today, the cost of living is the highest I've ever seen. Groceries, housing, utilities, even eggs. $8 a dozen? Wow! So if you want to stretch your dollar, consider budget. So why would you buy new when you can buy budget? Stretch your dollar with zero down and low, low payments. Prices starting from $8,900. Need to lower your payment $800 to $400, $600 to $300, $500 to $250? Right, paying through the nose when Budget can help. Just want to sell your car, truck, van, or SUV? At Budget, get paid on the spot. Zero down, low, low payments. Lower your monthly payments. Sell your car, truck, van, or SUV. Why would you go anywhere else? Happy holidays from your friends at Budget Car and Truck Sales. 61 Mendel Parkway or 508 Green Smith Road, Prattville. MyBudgetOnline.com.
Happy holidays. It's Eric Cresswell from Dallas Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. And I want to invite you to our Big Finish 2022 sales event. We're bringing you big savings on all of our new vehicles. We have a special allocation of Challengers. Christmas and holiday season special ended Big Finish 2022. Drive a little, save a lot. HouseAutomotive.com. Big Finish 2022 event ends December 31st.
Managing your online presence takes time, effort, and expertise. It can overwhelm even the savviest business owner. So, meet Cumulus Boost. We're experts at boosting the online presence for businesses of every type. We make sure potential customers can easily find you and really like what they find. Your website, online listings, consumer reviews, and more. Cumulus Boost. Online at cumulusboost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Then, you asking yourself questions like, why am I gaining fat? Why is my energy or sex drive down? And maybe you haven't been getting the exercise routine. If you want to get back to the man you used to be, but just don't have that youthful energy, that edge you once had, you very well might have low testosterone. Low T causes all kinds of issues, from a reduced libido, lower drive, and bad sleep patterns, to problems with muscle gain and bone density, and more. It may even contribute to erectile dysfunction. And if this sounds like you, it's probably time to get treated for your low T. At Montgomery Men's Health, we've treated many men for low T. We've seen them put on muscle, add to their energy, improve their sex lives, get better sleep, and just feel better. Plus, if you're like most men, you'll see results in only a few weeks. So make an appointment today and experience how low testosterone therapy can truly change your life. Your initial appointment is only $99 with results in minutes. Call today, 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. That's MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
You know, it's a good thing that some of our soldiers are not in the Canadian military forces. You know what they did? Let me tell you what they did. There were some soldiers who had PTSD. They rather than to service them in that problem, they offered them euthanasia. Think about that for a second. Your soldier, Department of War Affairs in Canada, told these soldiers that they would assist them in killing themselves rather than fix their problem. So yeah, I don't think I'll talk. The only problem I got with my military right now is that this girl thing and guy thing and all this over politicization of the military. But you know, man, woo! Don't be in the military in Canada, brother. That's all I can tell you, because they're gonna offer you, let you kill yourself rather than fix yourself. I'm not joking. It's a truism. That's what they offer. Okay, they said the veterans. Okay, on PTSD awareness important. They said a Canadian Armed Forces veteran suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and a traumatic brain injury was offered medical assistance in dying by an employee of the Veterans Affairs of Canada. Wow. Okay. Y'all want to go to Canada? Go right ahead. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm. I don't know. Was that? I thought that was December the 1st that happened. It happened on the 5th? No, okay. Dexter? Oh, Holt Street, okay.
Of doing it from being sarcastic, you know, because they don't talk about it. But Kevin, you know, in modern times, you know, the last someone that was elected to the Montgomery County back then ACT was E.D. Nixon and Rosa Parks that started the Montgomery bus boycott. You know who was the last elected president?
Okay. Yeah, but I'm running out of time though. So no. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah. Is that on Holt Street? Yeah, I know where it's at. Yeah, I know where it's at. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll do my best to get by there. Appreciate it. I'll take one more call here. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Hi.
Inside City work out there for $3, and you could
What's your
find
line say?
New Orleans and gas stations,
You didn't go by there?
history, postcards, all kinds of memorabilia. We just got to get to that. And,
But I'll
you
try to
know,
get
what
by there.
Brother Saxon was saying is good. But
Okay,
when
I'll
you
try to get
call,
by there today.
I want to give you a date, January 22nd,
Hey!
1973. That's the day that the Supreme Court ruled that it's okay for you to murder your children. Roe versus Wade. And if you were born from that day forward, you need to thank your lucky stars that your mother didn't kill you.
All right, appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Well, I guess you don't get over being a fool on a weekend, over a weekend. Anyway, it is 8:56 in the morning. I'm still interested in how do we change our neighborhoods? How do we stop some of the shootings and things that go on? Miss Holiday was absolutely right. I wonder how do we do that? I think we do that by expecting more of the people in these communities, starting with our young folks. But I don't know. It's something's got to change, and exactly what has to change, I don't know. Anyway, we got children killing their moms, moms killing their kids, men killing women, women killing men, girls being guys, guys want to be girls. Only in America. Oh well. Anyway, I guess people have a right to, I guess, to think what they want to, but you cannot change nature. You cannot change what is natural. And I got to tell you, whether anybody believes it or not, nature has a way of cleaning up for itself. I don't know what that may look like, but nature has a way of fixing problems. I think we better try to do it first. Anyway, well, listen, my time is up. I do thank you for yours. I can't believe Monday is gone already. It's all done. Don't forget Helping Hands. Make a donation at Service First Bank, or you can go to GoFundMe, and it's called Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award. I appreciate all you do and anything that you will do. Have a good day, everybody.
Your WSFA 12 news update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News.